Alright. So AFL 26 is out tomorrow. I kind of like last year, but also a bit differently because I'm not feeling as pumped for AFL 26 as I was for AFL 23. Because after the debacle of AFL 23, my hopes for this game are not as high. Don't really think this is gonna be all too flashy, but figured we'd have a chat about it, I guess. I'll obviously be playing it tomorrow, but don't know if it's any good or not. I've got no idea. Apparently, Caden McDonald posted a video, so I might watch that. Might give that a watch on the stream, see if it's any good. Didn't get the chance to watch it myself. But we'll wait for some people to jump in and we'll have a bit of a chat, I guess. They're saying it looks good. It also looks like it's the exact same as last year, doesn't it? Bud and Twisty. Yeah, I know Twisty did, because I actually was talking to Twisty yesterday. I was surprised when he told me that he was invited to the studio. Well, actually, no, I don't think they were invited. I don't actually know how they got into the studios, whether it was they were invited or they asked. I'm not sure. I would have loved to have had a chance to play the game early, but it's whatever. I would have loved if they had a launch event like last year, but also it's whatever. But I think they did a pretty bad job, so they had to ask Big Ant. If I would have known that, I would have probably also asked them as well. It's too late now. But like Big Ant, like seriously, it's like they don't care. And they didn't give anyone codes either, so no one gets a free copy, which also sort of sucks. Surely they give away free codes. Not trying to sound like we are like arrogant or bragging like we deserve free codes, but I don't know. I feel like the creators got a few like pick and choose the creators that get free codes. Through that, they can pump up the game, and that will help with their sales because a lot of people that are going to purchase the game will base it on whether or not the game's any good through YouTube videos like reviews and streams and all that. There wasn't a launch event, mate. If there was a launch event, you would have seen it. There should have been a launch event, but they shouldn't. I don't even know why they've decided to release a new game now. I really don't. I feel like it's too soon. Like, look, as long as there's a new game, hopefully it's playable to the point where I can actually make videos on it. Because I didn't make a single video really on AFL 23 last year, which sucks. It's just shit that I didn't make a single video because it was just a shit game. For the most part. Like, I played it. There were streams where I did play it. It was sort of fun. But really, apart from that, it wasn't. At all. I'll get shut on the right side of the screen. So what I was thinking of doing, maybe watch any of the videos of games. Marshy says no promotion whatsoever. I think they just don't want to... I'm hoping that's the reason. That's not a bad take on it. I'm hoping that's the reason. But that's also shit. It's like, well, it's their fault for fucking up. It was their fault for screwing up, not anyone else's. Like, they deserve the criticism for what they did. Like, I get it. People make mistakes, but... that's a mistake to a whole new level. But I'm not going to shit talk the company that much because I'm pretty excited to play the game. One problem is that I actually don't know if my PlayStation 4 is still actually going to run the game. I think it should. People have been telling me to get a PS5, but as long as the PS4 still runs fine, I'm not really going to upgrade. And you can get it off PS4, but I don't know where. Can you get it online or do you have to get it at JB Hi-Fi? I really hope you can get it online. If I have to wake up early to go to freaking JB Hi-Fi, that'd piss me off a lot. We can't hear you. Yeah, I know you can. Evo's 2 graphics were... yeah, that was much more enjoyable to play. I just enjoyed the game in general. Just the how, it didn't feel clunky. It felt quite smooth, You can go into end quite quickly. I don't know. It was way more enjoyable. Obviously, like online was laggy, but still, you expect that. Would I get a PS5 for GTA 6? Probably. I'll probably get a PS5 when GTA 6 comes out. But like again, I don't care that much about video games at all. I really couldn't care less that much about video games. I haven't got the time to just sit on my ass and play video games at all. and I'm not really that sort of person that plays those weird shooter games and all that. I won't be buying it. It seems the same as AFL 22 and AFL 26 looks similar, plus not wasting. Well, you want to see how it is. If it's... obviously, I'm going to get it because if I don't get it, it'd just be a waste. Obviously, people would want to see my reaction and all that. But I said earlier, surely it would have been alright if they gave us a few free copies, but it's whatever. I'll have to pay for it. I will watch... Yeah, I might watch Caden's video soon. Maybe I'd watch... Maybe Bud's video. I don't know if anyone at Twisties, trailers... Or I could just watch none of that and have my fully, like, just raw impressions of the game, which I could do. Nah, they're not worse than PS2. The timing system for marking has been revamped, so has the goal kicking, tackles are fixed, and there's tutorials bumping and jostling. I know, it's just like, why do they have to charge 100 or whatever it is for kind of the same thing? Like... What is really, like, actually new? Apart from something that they should have just fixed in the old game, which was just bugs. Why can't you play... Why can't you pay for it like I am going to pay for it? I'm just making the point. It makes sense if Big Ant were really serious about trying to get as much attention to this game, that they would help by... assisting these creators that make the content on the game for them, just sending a code. Because I am going to get them sales of this game if I say it's good when I stream it tomorrow. I'm not trying to sound cocky or arrogant, but that's just the way it is. Anyways, anyone else have anything to say? I'll be getting the new NRL game. I'm not getting the new NRL game, that's for sure. No, I don't play any of the FC games or FIFA or any of that. And if I did, I'd be pretty crap. How did all the promotion for the last game go? Better. Much better, because everyone actually was really excited for it. And they promoted it kind of well, but then they released it terribly. They actually promoted it kind of well. That launch event was really fun. And I feel like I didn't deserve to be invited, but I was invited. And I was pretty pumped to be there. And kind of since then, I haven't really been invited to too many other launch parties for anything. It's more about who you know than what you know. How's it going, Stat Chat? I need to get back onto you with the merch stuff. I'm just been really busy. Obviously, I don't know if you see the Frankston stream and all that, but I got half a design whipped up, so maybe next week or something. Well, next week I'll be away, but I could make something work. Yeah, well, Josh, they actually emailed Big Ant. They didn't contact them directly at all. And that would have happened over the last week because nothing else was said. So if I would have known that, I'm sure I probably would have gotten a chance to play the game early, but that's fine. They didn't even get a code for it either. They don't give you a code if you're on PS4. You do realize it doesn't make any difference at all. If I wanted to, I could go to the shops right now and buy a PS5. But I don't want a PS5 until my PS4 is no longer usable when the new game works on the PS4. Yeah, that's fine. All good, Stat Chat. All good. All good. AFL 23 marketing was top tier. It was just the game developers. I know. I can't remember AFL Evolution 2's marketing, or like how they went about promoting the game. I don't remember how that was done, but did they delay a release date, or did they push it? I think they may have pushed it back. I think they did push it earlier. But it was sort of crap because it was during COVID, so anyone that ordered the game didn't get it on release day. So I ordered the game on Friday, and I got it on Tuesday. Marshy, I'll get it digital. Actually, no, I'll get it digital. I'll get it digital because it's just like I don't want to go to JB Hi-Fi tomorrow morning, to be honest. It's just a pain in the ass having to get up early when I could just download it now and have it ready for when it... Because apparently you can't play it till 9 a.m. don't know why they haven't just made it available to play 12 a.m. onwards. Because if that was the case, I'd jump on it. If you can't get it online on PS4, that'd be also really crap. Then I'd have to go to the shops. And if for whatever fucking reason there aren't PS4 copies and only PS5 copies, maybe I just buy a PS5. Didn't really want it though. Would rather save the money on something else, to be honest. Are you going to stop until the game comes out? Well, I'm going to be streaming till past midnight because I might watch a few videos. I might watch a few videos on the game. Yeah, well, you know, an AFL game kind of sucks when I haven't even played it I haven't played it this year. Haven't played that game once this year. No, I can get I know a place you can get a PS5 for $550. There's this. It's kind of like a cash converters, but it's like they basically trade in new items that people don't want. So if I wanted to get one for $550, I could. Obviously, in 2 or 3 years' time, I'm not gonna be stuck with a PS4. But I've already said it before. I don't care about video games. I only care about this video game because footy and it's good for the channel. J Tomo, what's up? The Franks room was cooked. Didn't end up waking up until 4 p.m. Oh, you're that Harvey guy in the that was with us the whole time. I didn't realize you remember. Yeah, well, I'm glad you joined us. It was a cook stream. Funnily enough, actually, I got home and I didn't get sleep till 11:30 a.m. I don't know if you guys know who Hotkey AFL is, but he was the guy that I shouted out to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I got back, I watched some of the parts back, and I just, for some reason, couldn't fall asleep. So I just decided to put that reaction of his video on to fall asleep to. And I watched the whole thing. And I didn't get any sleep. And then I'm just like, well, fuck, I really now need sleep. It's 11:30. I haven't slept for 38 hours. I slept for 5 hours, and then I went straight to Burwood. And I did some training for Wattle Park. So I could be playing my first game for Wattle Park this week. I'm not sure yet. I'm really not sure what's happening for the rest of the week. This week is it is a crazy week. It is a crazy week. Because, like, yeah, today's AFL 26. It's come at a really random time. Friday footy. To be honest with you, Friday's the least busy day of them all, and it's still Spud's game. I wasn't asked to do I know they're doing like this ride around the G, laps around the G. I wasn't asked to do that. But if I was, I would have gone at like 3 in the morning. I would have thought it'd be pretty cool, but I wasn't asked. So yeah, like I'll stream tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'll do the same thing, TJ, to be honest. I might get a Spuds game Guernsey just to show a bit of support because it's a pretty cool Guernsey. And then Saturday could be a pretty busy day, but I'm not sure exactly what's happening Saturday. Not sure if I'm going to Melbourne Hawthorn. I'm not sure. Yeah, I was, Josh, and I'm sure there were more people hyped for that than they are for AFL 26 because they've done shit all to promote the game, which sucks for the content creators because there are less views now on the table. Not sure how Caden's video has done so far, but yeah, I might watch it. If he does, by whatever means, joins, if anyone of Caden, McDonald, Bud, Twisty3 or Pink Panthers or whoever else joined, Will Taylor was there as well. If any of them join this stream, it'd be interesting to see if they want to maybe let me know how it is or how it was. You had like 609 viewers peak. Yeah, it was pretty good. I had 800 viewers peak my Frankson stream though, so the fact that out-peaked a new release of a video game, I'm not expecting to get more than 600 on the new AFL 26 game. I don't know. I don't think this is going to really perform as well. It's probably going to be where... So this is AFL 23. The hype was like here, and then it just went like this. AFL 26... So AFL 23 started here, and then went like that. AFL 26 will start like here, and it won't fall. It will just gradually slow down, which is almost better for the long term. It's because they didn't invite anyone, Jay Tomo. Apparently, everyone had to email the club. And I already told you, well, I didn't tell you directly, but I already said if I knew about that, I would have emailed that Big Ant. But I didn't know that was what they were doing, because I was told like a couple of weeks ago by those people that did end up going that nothing, like they didn't get anything from them. So, yeah. I missed out to the Frank stream. Did you end up lasting all night? Well, you can watch the stream back, because I've managed to get rid of all those copyright issues. So it's back up, which is good. It'll overtake as my most viewed stream very soon as well. So
for donating
cool.
$2 through Super Chat.
Cheers, kiddo.
Can you play my new Kahoot, please?
Not tonight. Not tonight, but I can next Kahoot stream. Higher or lower game. Hey, once AFL 26 drops, we're going to create an AFL 26 player. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do on my second channel, because I know it's respond to your email. If you want to do that, that's a good idea. I can do that. Wouldn't take too long, because my second channel, I'm trying to get that monetized. I got around 3K, so if that's, yeah, can do that. When's the next Kahoot stream? Yeah, look, I don't think I'm going to do a Kahoot stream for a couple of weeks. I could do one after the next week. Next week, I will be, every night I won't be in Melbourne. Like, I'll be in Hobart and Darwin next week, every night. So I'm not going to be able to stream Kahoots. I was considering doing I might do a Darwin stream on Wednesday. If you got an IRL Darwin stream with a few of my mates, let me know if you'd be interested in that. Put like a W in chat. But like, as far as streams over the weekdays, I don't think there'll be much until I get back. Game doesn't look much better. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I know. I remember the Gatorade Kahoot. Do you know if it comes out on Xbox? No, not really. I actually don't. They screwed it up big time last year with the I was just say KFC. Where did I read KFC? With Xbox. They pushed because everyone was so pissed. All the Xbox users were so pissed when it was released to only PlayStation users. That was shit. Well, obviously, I'm not doing an overnight in Darwin. I'm definitely not doing that. I don't know if anyone saw Hazard's latest stream, not stream, but short, where he said he would get a tattoo of Daniel Gorringe if Melbourne beat Hawthorn, which I think is really stupid, because Melbourne could actually win that. But that, I don't know if he was inspired by my bet that I made about Richmond Gold Coast, or what Dan Does Footy's been doing, but I might do something for West Coast St Kilda when I stream that game. That'll be my first live stream next week on the channel for St Kilda. Maybe if West Coast beat St Kilda, I'll think of something, because that'll probably be for West Coast's first win. If it's against us, jeez, you won't be hearing the last of it. I wouldn't think. Bomber Hill, the game does look somewhat better. I don't know what everyone is on about with it not being better, because clearly, but I can't stand the commentary. Should I load up the Caden McDonald video and watch it and just have a look to see what's going on? Because I could just not watch it. But let's do a bit of reacting to videos. For some goddamn reason, that's not okay. All right. React again. Watch Buds. I don't know whose video is better. I can watch both. I'll watch Caden's first, because probably that's the one that I would assume has done the best. Caden's video is terrible, mate. All you do is complain. I don't know why you would think that. Why don't I just watch both? You're going to be playing with Bitter. Yeah, he wanted me to play with him, but I said, nah, I've got to do something. I do have to... What I do need to do, I do need to get back to Bitter, actually, in regards to something. But yeah, let's chuck up a display caption. We'll chuck on the video. I reckon. He showed an in-depth career. All right, well, there are a few videos to watch. We might not watch every video that there is, because if we do that, we could be here till the game is actually out. But I reckon we'll watch Caden's one first, because every time there's a new video game, Caden's always the first to it, because he's the biggest content creator there. So let's jump on and have a watch. Alrighty. Already 10k views. Let's have a look. I did skim through the first minute, but I never got to watch it. So let's put it up. Oh, what the fuck? Is my camera gone flat already? Well, if it's gonna really be like that, then I'll just use my webcam. I'll check. Maybe it hasn't gone flat. Has gone flat, even though I've had it charging. Must be a faulty charger. All right. Well, we'll just chuck it up then. Give me 30 seconds to a minute. Cheers, TJ. I try my best. I mean, it probably doesn't surprise you that I've been trying to put full-time hours into this year. So if I had like another like uni or work, there's just no way I'd be able to balance all the stuff I've been doing as of late. But it's like, it's rewarding. It's doing really well. All right. All right, so I'll hopefully get the other camera up. I'm loaded. Yeah, you'd think I'm loaded, but then I spent all my money on crap like I did for the Frankston stream. I spent like $500 actually setting all that up, all the equipment. I spent... Oh, freaking webcam. I hate when it does that. It doesn't stay still. Like, Darwin, Alice Springs. It's not cheap. And I'm the one funding it all. It's not like I get a sponsor. Well, I mean, I've got sponsors, but not for flights directly. Anyways, enough of that. Let's watch this video. We have got this sort of a crapper camera, but that's okay. When will your vid be out of the gameplay? Well, like everyone else here, I'll get the gameplay vid out when the game's actually properly released. And then I'll probably get one out tomorrow around 3 or 4. So, as soon as I can, because I'm not going to spend like 10 hours editing the video when it's just the first game of AFL 26. It's not about editing. No one's here to watch the best edited video. Okay, let's turn it down. Let's give this a watch. I'm sure Caden doesn't mind if I give him a bit of promotion. Obviously, if you haven't checked out his channel, go and subscribe. He's almost at 100k. He is an absolute... Well, he's just a great guy and makes great stuff. So let's watch it.
Taylor and I have ventured down to Big Ant Studios to play our first game of AFL 26.
I don't know how much pausing I'm going to do, but they've obviously... At least it's different. At least the graphics and all that, the design elements and all that for this is different. If it was the same, that would be really shit.
Which comes out tomorrow at 9 AM. I've done a couple of these early gameplay videos before, and sometimes they can be controversial. So I want to preface a couple of things off the top. We weren't paid to be here, and we weren't actually asked by Big Ant to be here either.
Yeah, so that answers that question, which I'm not surprised about in the slightest. Because Big Ant, I didn't think they wanted to ask anyone. I don't know why. Yeah, I actually saw that, Andy. I was listening to that on the way back from when I went to the training, Div 12 Resis last night. I figured I'd whip that on, have a listen, and I appreciate the shout out that I got. That was pretty nice.
Massive fan of
the lighting does look good at the G. I won't lie.
AFL games.
But like, look, that's the exact same as before. But that's I didn't have an issue with that as long as it's not shit.
So I actually contacted Big Ant to see if I could get some gameplay early to show my audience.
That's what I like. I wish I would have done that, because I feel every time I've gone out and tried to reach a company like the Saints or anyone, I just get nothing. I get left on scene, and they don't even give me like a, oh, sorry, but we don't want it. Like, I would have appreciated, I'd rather appreciate a polite no than just being left on scene. So I just didn't even cross my mind to ask AFL 23 or Big Ant. But you know what? Like, it's fine. Like, I don't care. It's fine. I'd rather just wait anyways. Well, I don't know. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. I asked. I asked J-Tom. I didn't even get a free game, which is pretty shit.
Support the game being released this week.
So hopefully we've got the controls down pat a little bit. You were a little bit better than me in the tutorial.
You were on the speckies for.
I just don't want to be
25
crap.
minutes.
I really just want to be good at an AFL video game for once. I've been shit at every game I played, and I don't think this is going to be different.
I should be the dogs.
Well, at least they've got the new logos.
I should be the doggies. Do we make it an even 84-84?
Yeah.
I think we do.
Oh, Bud's in the chat. I was waiting for someone that got to play the game early to join. If you want to stick around for a little bit, I'll watch your video next, and any questions I have, maybe we'll get any question from the chat. We'll get through. Or if you really wanted to, I'm happy to get you on like a call, and you can we can do like a quick question answer if you really want to. But that's up to you. I don't know. I will watch Bud's video after. Too much pause and plays. Let's just get right into it.
These are on the same.
In fact, and by that, let's just skip to when they run out. Let's have a look at what this looks like.
Who's Petty playing as a spare?
No, I'm literally crap at every video game that there is. Like, if you name a video game, I'm crap at it. I'm probably crap at Frogger. I don't know why I said Frogger, but I'm probably crap at like easy, simple games like that.
Look at the kit.
Go north.
What jersey is that?
We look stellar.
Oh, they've got the orange jersey. That's actually sort of
Full
cool.
Customizable kit.
Yeah.
Now, what I hated with the old game is that they didn't have sponsors on those customizable kits. So surely they've added sponsors. Oh, they haven't. Surely they should just add like this was, what was this, like an orange promotion? Why don't they add the OG orange logo on the Guernsey? That's shit. Like, I'm sorry, but they could have easily done that. Which call we wanting? Whatever works for you, like Discord, Insta. Maybe send me a message in 15 when I finish this video, and you can run through while we watch your video. Blaze says, did all these people ask or get... They asked. They asked, which is poor that the AFL 23... Or that Big Ant... No, not Big... No, AFL 23. But Big Ant didn't really want to hype the game up or anything like that, so that they all asked. I think it's a copyright reason. Why? Why would they care, though? Like, what... Like, by using old sponsors, isn't that, like, if anything, helping the brand? I guess it's a video game. I don't know. I don't really know why, but I think it would have looked better if you could.
Stellar.
Yeah, I just love that kit. Full customizable kit.
At least these are good.
It is. That is like.
The fans kind of look the same.
Because you hate
This is different.
certain shorts on.
She looks like she's demented.
Certain
Yeah.
teams. So
Well,
I know.
I'm gonna ban white shorts forever.
And always at the old jumps have GPS pockets. It's a big no to give free sponsors a plug. Okay, then why don't they just put all of North's current sponsors on those old Guernseys? Just have sponsors that don't look shit like crap. Surely they could have done that. They don't. Okay, fine. They get rid of Orange. Orange can go back to Narnia. Put like Mazda.
Melbourne have won the toss. Doesn't really matter which way you kick.
I'm going to the right of
They
screen,
still
mate.
real life comp. Now, that's fair, but I just don't think it.
Mate,
Well, I don't see why it's that big of a
That's a great
deal.
shot.
That's an unreal shot.
Actually,
Might be in my thumbnail.
So you're saying that Beyond Bank, what if Beyond Bank was like, hey, we don't want to be in this game? Does that mean AFL... So you're telling me AFL 23 has to pay Beyond Bank? They have to pay... Or are Beyond Bank paying AFL 23? Or is it through the club? Like, how does that work then if you're not allowed to... Like, Orange? You know what? It's all confusing for mine. I'm just here for gameplay.
Bit of a lens flare. Here we go.
Oh, huh?
Yeah, that's a good point, J-Tomo. I feel like that's probably why.
Cherry without a helmet.
Is it
So
still
finally
on?
they fixed the timer on the bottom. Remember the old game where they didn't go from 20 minutes down to
Man 'em up, boys.
0?
Man 'em up.
Forward.
Oh, mate. Oh, yeah, the back.
It's... Okay, it looks a bit cleaner.
Stephen May.
I actually don't like the scoreboard that much.
Stephen May did that against
I do
Essendon
like
a couple
that.
weeks
That
ago.
looks
He
sorta
went the
cool.
mark when he probably should have punched.
I don't like this. I don't. I'll move the scoreboard so you can see
Stephen
it.
May is getting a bar here.
Well, obviously it has to be more smooth. If it's not more smooth, though, it'd be crap.
Forward. Zaha! Yes! Here we go.
They've got the stats on the
Marvel a couple of weeks
top
ago.
left, which is good.
I've been told it's only up and down. You can't go left and right, which is good. Eliminates the wind when you need, but this is the tough part.
And then you'll have the goals come up on the power bar.
You're saying yeah, I know. It's basically AFL 23 2.0.
I thought I did it.
I don't know if this is worthy of a new game, but it's probably good for like
There we go.
new game. It builds a bit more hype, I guess.
And just like you do with a new game, I just revert
Yes.
to slamming the buttons. There's not
boy.
much method
Can we see a set shot again?
my button pushing at the moment.
I saw Shea's lead.
I wouldn't mind if they went through a few more things in detail. So I might skip it forward a little bit. Let's just have a look at the menu.
Goody's game plan has clicked.
It doesn't feel like a genuine new game. It feels like a repackaged version of an old game. For example, AFL Evo 2 felt like a new game compared to AFL Evolution 1.
Jeez. I'm gonna have to change the tactics here.
So the tactics, yeah, but you get that everywhere, don't you?
Forwards high. We can't have them high. Gotta be balanced. Tiger.
I thought it was Brad Scott.
Brad Scott's got to do a job on him.
Pretty average like myself, to be honest.
Luke Parker. He'll go.
I don't think they had that in the old game where you could actually pick an opposition player to tag, so that's sort of cool. Marshy said it's a company thing. I'm sure Big Ant was given the license to make an AFL video game and has said license for Yeah, but let's say it's a bit cheap for them to do that if that's the case. They should have really went... And by the way, if you're saying every 3 years, AFL 23 was released in 2023. AFL Evolution 2 was released in 2020. AFL Evolution 1 was released in 2017. That's why I was so shocked that this was just randomly released in 2025, when it's normally 3 years.
To track. Oh no. Good thing it's...
I would have preferred them to wait another year and then put more into the AFL 26.
Slam 3 on in a row.
Jeez, Goody's right into
And it doesn't make sense. Why is AFL 23 released in 2023, but AFL 26 is released in 2025?
To every word.
Inspirational.
What am I doing?
Yes, he's gone back into traffic.
Lost my head a little bit.
How good does Cam Zerha's tats?
Anyways.
It does. It looks really
Yeah, if Bud's still in the chat, we might jump on your video soon because I think Bud goes through a bit more of an in-depth view of like everything in the game, whereas Caden and Will are just having fun playing the game, it looks like.
It does. It looks really good.
He looks sensational.
Okay, the set shot, I like that more than the old one.
Oh.
Bring it back, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
That's nicely.
It's too early to have it as AFL 26. We're not even halfway through 2025.
Pushing the limit a bit.
Oh, Raj.
Hopefully Speckies are,
That was a picket.
I don't know, easier. I want them to
On the run.
add a Specky button like last time.
So, point or goal? That's a
He's
point.
just missed
And I do agree, I don't like this camera angle that much.
He's gonna wait for a lead.
As much as, I don't know what the
perimeter.
other one's called, but yeah. I know, but 2K, like, are consistent, and they always release, like, September and all that, whereas,
really good craft. Cam Zerha's in everything.
like I said before, how does it make sense that it's AFL 23 in 2023, but AFL 26 in 2025?
And back.
And this is May
Oh my god.
And it
as
was.
well.
Was that a snap?
It's too early.
That's one of the most remarkable goals.
How to you, baby.
Wow.
It's
I want to see that on the
fresh
replay.
out of the pack. He's chuffed with it as well. But that's just what he does.
This games look like it'll die by...
Nah. It's beautiful.
You'd hope not, and if it does
Things
die
you'd
by
like to
26,
see.
rip up the Big Ant contract and give it to someone else. Because they clearly don't really care that much.
Oh,
If they allow it to die again.
He sneaks it home.
No, I didn't pre-order the game because I didn't... I actually generally thought I'd just get a copy
incorrect
like I did
disposal.
last year, so I didn't want to waste money, but clearly not.
Here we go. The D's are away.
Was the AFL 23 released where you bought a beer for the first time?
Oh,
Don't sit under the...
Me? No, I haven't.
Oh,
That wasn't the
have I
first time
lost
I
that?
bought a beer.
Yeah, kicked it.
I wanted to go front punt dribbler. What's that?
But no, that event, I don't have to spend money because they just had free drinks.
I'll do. I'll just snap it from directly in front.
Sparrow.
Nice. Spargo.
Oh, Spargo. Jeez, it's turned into a great game. Oh, Foss. Oh, no, that's Colby. Harvey.
Yeah, at least they've got the like grill, the new sponsor. They've got all that, but you'd expect that clearly. Is that Colston? That I forgot his name, to be honest. That guy with the hair. How do mobile games look better than a console game developed in the Big 25? Because they haven't got enough money to invest in an AFL game because the market's not as big. Whereas mobile games have a ridiculous market, some of them. It's Langford. Oh. I said in one of my latest live streams, I'm not good with the new Melbourne players' faces. Now that it makes a bit more sense that you say it's Langford, but yeah.
He's not happy.
Right up, boys.
Jeez.
Okay, this is new. This is something I kind of wanted to see if they're going to add like crap like this. Is this meant to be Powerade? It looks like Powerade, but it also looks like it's been made in a lab in 2002.
Lindsay coming in.
Lindsay. Isn't he?
They're not even freaking put it in their mouth. Do you think Salem's realistically going to have a Powerade bottle and just have it hovering there?
Your sub?
Yeah. Yeah, I've had some calf issues as well, bro. That's relatable.
Here we go.
Gatorade lawsuit. Aren't Gatorade sponsored by the AFL though? Like, why would it be a lawsuit? Why would they care? This, I do agree, into the rooms addressing is cool.
Yeah.
Okay, you can shit on the graphics if you want. You can shit on whatever that is. That looks crap. But that's pretty cool.
That's relatable.
Here we go.
I tried to take you on.
Oh, what?
And again, I don't really care that much about graphics. You expect graphics to be crap. You want gameplay to be good. You know, you actually don't want it. You need it to be good. Because then you can't play the game.
Great handballing. Great footy, boys. Reward yourself with a sausage.
And that's just absolutely...
He plays with one of the makers of the game.
By the North boys.
We'll go to Pud. I don't know if he's still watching the stream. If he isn't, that's still watching anyways. Then we can go to the twisty one.
Had to hold it.
Aiden Core is just a launch
You
pad.
think the graphics look good?
Oh, no.
Yeah, but they look the same as the last game though. That's the only issue.
Oh, dearie, man.
The only issue.
He's a left footer.
Harvey
He's gonna
Langford.
take a big banana.
Are you gonna banana? I'd drop 100.
You would not banana it from 50 out.
This would make a great clip for the Katie McDonald channel.
Oh no, then it all happened quickly. It might not. Oh,
No chance.
Marking looks a lot easier. I don't know how you spoil. Yeah, like that looks...
oh, where's his head?
Oh, he ducked into it.
That didn't look that smooth though. That tackling motion. That didn't look that smooth. Oh, you're still here? Okay, cool. AFL Evo 2 is better. Well, let's just give it a chance. I haven't played it yet. I don't know. I don't think it looks that bad.
Oh, where's his head?
Oh, he ducked into it,
He
umpire.
did not. That was bad technique.
No.
Sharpie showed off 2 photos side by side. I wouldn't mind having a look at that then.
No, you'll kick it.
Give me a second. I just want to check one real quick thing before we move on. And by that, it's not something that really matters. It's just something that I'm checking. Hold up. Why am I on this? I don't even know why I'm on that. I should be on the other page. That's like my old vlog. I've actually lost the stream. The video we were watching. Oh, there we go. Give me a sec. Why is everyone going to be so negative? Oh, well, it's because of the people on the internet. They're always negative. People on my last stream was so fucking annoying when they were just being constantly negative. In the Frankson stream for a good hour. That not just that, longer than that. It was annoying.
You'll kick it.
He's taking his sweet
150 in
time.
chat's not too bad.
So.
Oh, right.
Petrarca lines up.
Good boy,
Kicks it.
track. And we're in front by a point. This is an absolute ball burster.
That's his actual drop punt.
Is it?
That's the Christian Petrarca drop punt.
Yeah, I think the set shot motions are more realistic.
It's like David Beckham.
Yeah.
I don't like these new set
That's
shots. You just think you don't like them. Is that supposed to be Goodwin?
Yeah, true. That's sick.
Is that really meant to be Goodwin? That sort of doesn't look like him. He looks like he's aged 20 years. And why is it always balanced? That was the case in AFL 23. It was just balanced. Balance this, balance that.
Good on you. Good.
Why is it always balanced? Is that all you... No wonder you're no good as a coach anymore. It's the same game plan.
Right, it all comes down to this.
The last term.
All right. Well, I actually kind of want to know who wins in this game, and I know someone's already watched this video. I'm gonna go Melbourne.
Been momentum swings and shifts. No,
Can't let Jack Viney do that.
Who is that player with the hair? Why is he hair like that? Look. Can you see that? Why is it like flapping like that? It looks so unrealistic.
It's an absolute handball off.
Oh, what are we doing?
Cozzy.
It's ball.
Another thing that I really want to know, how customizable it is. Because if I wanted to, like, an AFL YouTuber's career mode again, which I'm sure there are people that want me to bring it back. If I want to bring back the YVM, it better be a more customizable version than AFL 23. Because AFL Evo 2 is a lot better than that. It's probably the same. Bet you it's the same, which will be shit.
Get back, Tommy Mac. Get back.
Paul!
Paul Curtis. Doesn't look anything like him from behind, I can't lie.
The best chance with a banana.
The banana.
How do you know who you're kicking too long? Just pot. Well, I just think it's the camera angle, honestly.
Oh, no.
Wow.
No.
Could go anywhere. You need a score at least. Oh.
It's almost scored. It's 32 apiece.
That's not where I was supposed to go, but Brent Eagle's there.
Surely they add former footy grounds like Subiaco. I think people are just going to make those grounds.
7 disposals, 4 marks, 4 contested marks.
And this kick for the lead.
But that's cool, Flaming Ice. I didn't know that because, again, I don't know a lot of this stuff. I kind of want to be aware before. And he's kicked out in the full. Will Taylor, you're terrible at this game, mate. Come on, get a grip of yourself.
And now we wheel and go.
Bit of pot calling the kettle black, calling Will Taylor bad when I haven't even played yet, and I'm normally shocking at the game.
Get the overlap handball.
Ball. That's holding the ball.
Correct disposal, umpire. No. Chom, that's
Yeah, but people get used to set shots. It looks impossible, but
This could be the match winner.
Get off the treadmill.
bouncing looks... Yeah, that looks better.
Give me something.
That bounce looked very unrealistic, but that's just the game.
Scoring with 6 minutes.
Sure they brought in clearance kicks as well.
He's gone. He's wheeled
I
away.
took my hands off the controller.
He's kicked it.
He's kicked it.
Yes.
I like kicking on the run, I don't mind.
Happy about it.
And I actually think that's a cool celebration. That is cool.
I overuse it.
Can I say one thing though? If they're going to be wearing their orange jumper, surely it's not that hard to just like develop something in the system where if you're going to be wearing orange on the scoreboard, you're orange. It'd just be a nice touch. I've always said this about like AFL, like 7 AFL on the scoreboards. Have it based on what they're wearing. So that should be an orange north background. Who's with me?
We need the shushing celebration for Kato.
I overuse it sometimes.
Bryn. Oh.
That is.
That's a
So
good
Caden has 3.5 minutes to win.
Oh, handy.
Oh no, this could be it. This could be
Stealer.
it.
And that will be it.
Sil's been nowhere all day.
No.
That'll be it.
There it is.
I would assume that's the game, unless there's anything else. Oh, let's have a look at let's watch this. So it was actually an 18-point margin. What does it look like after the game, the stats?
Not for Caleb Windsor though. He's rattled.
He looks like Peter Pettigrew.
Blue and white on orange would look crazy. So 1 goal in the second half to Caden. That third quarter, no goals basically. That looks about as identical as AFL 23's one did.
Let's say the boys sing the song. Here we go.
And that looks a. Hopefully they're actually singing the words. There's Caleb Daniel.
Dales, thanks for playing me.
Oh, Dossie, thanks for having me.
We want to thank Big Ant for having us down to play our first game of AFL 26, and it will be out tomorrow.
And I'm not just saying this because we're here, but this is by far the best of the best.
Hopefully you're telling the truth there, Will. Hopefully it is the best. All right. I would imagine that is the case. Cool. All right. I'll give it a like. Let's watch Bud's video now. Now, I haven't watched that one yet. Apparently, some people in chat were saying there's a bit more detail with this video, with all the hidden questions. I would get Bud on a call if he wants. Maybe a Discord call or something. I don't know what he wanted to use, but I feel like he can answer some of the chat's questions because he was there. I was in Frankston probably when he was filming it. Jay Thomas says, if everything is as good as it seems like this could be the best AFL game we've seen. Yeah, this is kind of like what we was promised from AFL 23, what we're getting 2 years later. But it's just like, I've got an abundance of content already that I'm worrying about creating. How am I going to fit in AFL 26 stuff? Most details on Twisty's video. We could watch Twisty's now if we wanted to. Wait for Bud if he's not here yet. He was 5 minutes ago, but I can read a bit of chat for the next minute or two, and if not, go to Twisty's video. Twisty 3. What time? Well, it's 11:50 now, so like, oh, he is here. Well, yeah, if you wanted to get on, I don't know, it's up to you, but let me know, Discord or whatever, Insta, Skype. I can't do Skype anymore. They've terminated the platform. Rest in peace, Skype in the chat, everybody. Does it come out? Well, what time does it come out? Apparently 9 a.m. tomorrow, which just like I feel like they should just have it come out when midnight strikes, you know. Did you see what happened to Bud in? Yeah, apparently got like a black eye or something. I don't know. I heard something happen. Sammy says, I missed the 2020 calls on Skype with Geordie. Well, I used Skype during COVID a little bit, and then it just never, I don't know, never grew with the times. Never progressed with the times, and Microsoft just gave it up. I think they just wanted to focus on Teams. I think that's what they use now as video calling platform. They kind of put Skype to shit, which sort of sucks. Knocked out and broken face.
I remember just asking God to help me.
What the fuck happened?
A bit of opinion coming from that I know, but coming from bones. That only because I can't remember.
I see. I've never been knocked out before, but in all fairness, I reckon if I've played footy the last 6 years, I reckon I would have. I feel like the average footy player would have gotten knocked out at least once or twice, which is not good. Don't want the head knocks. You can't really avoid them. Discord, alright, let's do this, the Discord. He sort of recovered well then from the big concussion. Zoom just does the same thing though. I think Skype could have marketed it better. Yeah, well they just sort of left Skype to die. They didn't care about Skype. Oh, what the hell is Jimbo posting on his... Oh, it doesn't matter. Alright, come on, Discord. Alright, now I've got to figure out how are we going to do this. See, I don't even know if that's the actual name. They'll have to add you. Right. Yeah, if you want to add me, you can. Or even if you really wanted to, it could be quicker to just join my Discord server if you're in it and then join the private voice. There's a private voice chat. How many members do we have now? We've got almost 2,000. Jeez. People are boosting the server for some reason. Lockie sent me... Okay, well, Bomber Hill, I might as well have a look at that then. I'll show it on screen. Let's have a look. There are some comparisons. No, I'm not really leaking anything, am I, with this? With DMs or anything? So that's AFL 23. That's AFL 26. Yeah, but you need them really, like, actually side by side. Plus, you also need the same grounds and the same, like, if this is captured at the MCG daylight like this, to me, that I can't see much of a difference because the qualities aren't the best. I don't know. Did I get a friend request by any chance? I'll have a look. I'm sort of annoyed there's no... Alright, I'm gonna play Bud's video, and when he's ready to jump on a call, if he wants to, then yes. Why is Colleen spam? Why have they done that? Alright, let's watch it. He said go Disco, and I've been on Disco the last 5 minutes, mate. But I don't have him added, so I tried to add him. I think he's got to either add me or unless he did try that, but I don't think it worked. Oh, let's just start watching it. It's like, may as well.
No, there is. Yo, what is good? Oh my god, what a day. Hey, that is me at Big Ant Studios about 6 hours ago, and 4 hours before that, I had just got...
Fuck. So 4 hours before that, he looks fine in that photo.
Yo, what is good? Oh my god, what a day. That is me at Big Ant Studios about 6 hours ago, and 4 hours before that, I had just got omitted from hospital having face surgery, all plates and that. And
surgery.
big shout out to Dan
Shit.
and J&T for getting in touch, allowing me to go behind the scenes.
So
at Big
Bud
Ant
was there
Studios.
when Caden was there. That would have been cool. That actually would have been so sick. I wish I had a chance to do that.
Great Men Chaos, and of course play AFL 26 early. Now, we have a lot of exclusive news. A few questions that I did see people were asking, so I wanted to address them. So the aim is to have a bit of gameplay in the background. As you
Dribble
can see here,
kicks. I don't think dribble kicks were a thing in the last
dribble
game.
Kicks that we've seen with Bailey Fritsch in the trailer. And just a disclaimer with the trailer, all those animations I can confirm are in the game. Obviously, it's going to come down to chance.
Yeah,
and
I probably would have
position
exactly. I said before, if I actually asked, but I didn't know. I didn't actually know you can.
you're in, but every
Yes, they were. Well, I don't remember them being... Okay, there were dribble kicks, but like from the boundary, no one really opted to use dribble kicks, did they? Nah, they didn't need to tell me. It's not their fault.
single animation you've seen in that game, in that trailer, sorry, is in the game. And yeah,
No,
of
that
course, they put
doesn't
their
look that
little
bad. That looks like
scenarios
Kako.
in to get the
Minimum 23, 30 out of 50. Oh, so the player size are more, which is good for yellow video makers.
action shots that they needed for the trailer, but they're all in there. Now, Isaac Kako, you know, as an Essendon fan, I had to see him. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful scan. And the most impressive...
Well, I get... the thing that annoys me more is the fact that they didn't reach out to anyone, and everyone with a platform had to reach out to them. And every time I've done that, I've gotten nothing in response, so I didn't even know... I just assumed there was no point. So I didn't... Yeah, so... yeah, that's fair enough, footy, but it's... I'm not going to sit here and complain about it, because then it makes me look bad.
Scan that I think I've seen, I didn't go through everyone, but for me, in comparison to AFL 23, is Charlie Curnow. That scan is unbelievable. If you go back and check him in AFL 23, it's a massive, massive difference. Now,
yeah, okay, this is a bit more insightful, because we want to know like what is actually different and new.
Jump in, we just did a play now. A lot of information has already been said in previous videos by other content creators. I've addressed them in TikTok as well, but I wanted to just play a game, get a feel of it myself. I played as Essendon against my mate Dylan, who did a lot of camera work for me. Loved choosing a different range of shorts with the jerseys. The screen, the team lineup.
Yeah, it's clean. It looks all clean. The ratings, I'm not really going to worry about looking at the ratings yet. That's nothing that I care about at the moment, but they're probably not all accurate. So I'm not really sure why Sam Draper's 78. I feel like he should be higher than that. Yeah, look, 9 a.m. I think.
Settings look beautiful. I brought in Goldie instead of Draper, and I also wanted to tag Nick Dacos and play a spare behind the ball.
The fact that you can tag players in this game is sort of cool. I like that. I doubt you'd be able to tag players in online mode though. Seeing the name Sam Draper from now on in this game, yeah, because you love Sam Draper.
In that as well, which you'll see really opens up this type of game. Now the cutscenes in here are phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
That's
You'll
cool.
see here,
That's cool. You've actually got fans. Now, obviously, the fans look like they're 2006 GTA characters, probably, but still, they look pretty cool. I said the exact same thing, Menza. Why wouldn't they drop it at 12? That's what every other game would do. If EA 26 comes out, or whatever it's called now, FC 26 comes out, they would have that at 12, wouldn't they? 2K would.
Camera angles. We also have confirmed team lineups.
That's cool. I like that. I like how they look accurate. Everyone is at fucking school at 9. Well, I'm not, but yeah, I know. Like, if you wanted to theoretically make a video before school, you can't do that. Like, yeah, you are right. It's a shit time to release.
In the game, we've been asking for that, and they've delivered. Now, back
Tough luck, men. Yeah, I'm Brandon, mate. He raised a fair point, though. Surely you've got to agree with him.
See half-time, quarter-time, end of the game.
All right, it's currently midnight right now, and there's no point in even bothering. I mean, I don't even know. I'll try to see if I can get the game at the end of the stream, but if I can't, I'll be pissed off.
They got really good.
So WA gets it at 7. What if you set your clock to New Zealand? If you set the clock to New Zealand time, does that mean you can play the game at 7 a.m? And then if the WA people want to do that, could they play at 5 a.m? Okay, Menza, set. Actually, what is the? Could you set your clock back if there's a way of doing that to what's the latest GMT time difference? Because New Zealand, I feel like it's New Zealand of any relevant country. I don't think you can set your time to Tuvalu Standard Time, whatever that is. It won't work. Well, that's crap. Because it worked before.
Lighting, it just makes the game look so damn.
The lighting's good. You've got to give him credit. It definitely looks better than AFL 23, just based off graphics alone. And AFL 23's graphics weren't that bad.
Now, couple of
no,
things
Thailand's not.
Unfortunately,
Thailand's behind Melbourne.
No, there is no day-night cycle in AFL 26. And I'm going to keep it as basic as I can because we were there for 3 hours and 2.5 of them was talking content around the game, and genuinely 30 minutes was just playing the game itself. So
I actually think what Bud did in terms of doing a voiceover was a bit smart. You could look at it two ways. You could do what Caden did and actually get your reactions on the camera, but you've not got that much time to talk because they only give you 30 minutes or whatever. Or you could film the game, and then based off the insight and information that you knew from when being at the office or whatever, you can add a little bit more to the gameplay that you recorded. So you can look at it both ways. Either one would work.
Unfortunately, no day-night cycle. It's easy for them to program that in a cricket game compared to the different passages and durations of a footy game.
I'm running to JB Hi-Fi at 8:40. So why don't you just get the game online, mate?
Whereas it's a lot more harder for them to do that, especially how long.
I'll stream AFL 26 tomorrow.
It's inconsistent as.
Thoughts on there being no daylight cycle from it going night to day? That sort of sucks.
I put out an idea for the ball to skid in the wet. So if it's a wet game, will the ball react differently? And they really seem to like that idea. They are going to hopefully take that forward and implement that into maybe future updates.
That'd be
or
cool.
whatever the case is, what they decide to do. But they did write that down, so hopefully we can see.
No,
some
you
things
didn't.
there.
You
Now,
didn't
this
win,
game
Troy.
plan,
You've
I
got to
did
go
put
back
it
to the
in there
stream to
only
check if you
because,
won. You didn't win though.
Look, we were talking a lot whilst
I
playing.
want, so Bud must have just left the stream because he would have by now said something because I wouldn't have mind now asking him a couple of questions. If it's shit, Big Ant should never make it. Yeah, I think it won't be shit though. Oh, you've added me? Okay. Sorry, I'll get you on then. I didn't realize. I've just got too many people requesting me on Discord. That's the only problem. Damn, I feel bad that I've ignored I don't check. Sometimes Discord friend requests are pending. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. I guess we'll give him a call and see if he answers. AFL 26 are the same budget as the. Oh, there we go.
Yo,
Yo, what's up?
what's up, man? How are you?
Yeah, all good. Hopefully you're doing a bit better after what I saw from that game you played. Jeez.
Yeah, dude. I'm in bed. I should be sleeping, but I thought I'd jump on and see you were streaming, so
No,
hit me up for a bit
appreciate
longer.
it. I won't keep you up for too long. Let you rest. But I've just obviously got your stream up. I guess. Is there any way I can I guess I could share my screen if you wanted to watch it through there instead of the stream, so we're like not delayed. I can do that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Whatever works. I went and got my laptop. That's why it took a little bit longer because I wasn't sure.
No, you're
But
good. I was wondering if you were still on, but it's all good.
yeah. There was I seen a few people asking about like the 12 a.m. release. They said that they wanted it to be even for people that get the physical copy, and as well they don't have to stay back in and make sure the servers are all good. So that was the idea
Yeah,
behind
I guess
behind
I
that.
guess that makes sense. So you can. So if I wanted to right now, I could go and just get it digitally, and there'd be no issues with that. Or would I be in?
No, they've got all the servers closed until 9. So like when I
So
went
I've
in there today, I
okay.
was going to go on Pro Team, but they said it wasn't going to work because they've locked the servers in case anyone else got the game early.
So they've locked the servers, so you can't even just just look at the menu, even.
No.
Right. Okay. So looks like for everyone 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Are you getting it digitally or hard copy?
Yeah, digital.
Yeah, I think I'll do the
When I was in
same.
there, they said they were going to try and link something up, but the AFL didn't approve of everything in time. So, as in like a copy of the game or whatever.
Yeah, because I was talking to Will Taylor and a couple others about that. No one got a code, which I thought sort of would have
Spartacus
been
has
nice
just
if
tipped
people
two
got codes to
Australian
the game.
dollars and 99 cents through
Yeah,
Super
yeah, it would
Chat.
have been cool.
Sputtered
Give
just.
Bood our best love, that bloke thumbs up.
Yes. No, we love Bird. All right. Let's see if I can actually get the screen share working, if it's actually going to work here, which it should. And I don't know why it's being a prick. Give me a
So
second.
we weren't
Yeah, all good, no stress.
Oh, there we go. Let me know if you can see it and then hear
Yep.
it. I won't there's no point in getting you on any like your face cam or anything, so I just have you speak in the background. It makes more sense.
Yep, cool.
And if there's anything you want to talk about over the top, if there are any questions you see in the chat that you want to answer or whatever, then feel free. Just
Yep.
let me
Yeah,
know
will
if you
do.
can hear your video.
fully locked in, and
Can you hear that?
Yep.
Cool. All right, Chad. If there are any questions you've got, I've definitely not got as much insight as Bud, who's currently on the call, and we're watching his video. So let's continue watching.
as well, we're new to the game as well. Like we're practicing different mechanics, different set shots. So
So how much time did you
But
actually
yeah,
get
the
to
quality of
play
this
the game?
Do not be knocked about by it.
Like
We do
30
see
minutes,
the
but
1080 from a
it was sort of on
4K
me because they gave me a
I
full
wanted to get
tour
this
of the
video out
studio.
tonight, otherwise I was
That's
not gonna
cool.
get it out. Now,
And
as you
you
can see,
and
with
that was
the
all
back,
free and
with
all, I
the
assume.
extra that I had back, it
Yep.
allowed me to switch
That's
the
cool.
ball a lot. But
So that's what I'm
it's got the
saying, Chad. I
advantage
should have
of
given them a
every
message.
time I bomb long, that means his spare was going to get out the back. And I tell you what, depending how your tactics are set up, it's really
Cheers,
gonna
Jordan.
change the way you play this game.
Kyle has asked, does it release 9 a.m. Melbourne time? So that would be 8:30 Adelaide.
Yep. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, so WA viewers technically get the game earliest. Technically, if you're
Yep.
living in like another country, like America, for example, does that mean you'd be able to play the game technically today or Wednesday?
Whenever it reaches 9 a.m. Melbourne time,
Yeah,
whatever the world clock is off that, then yeah, that's sort of like the standard they have.
yeah. So there's that answer to anyone that was wondering.
Now, you'll see later in this footage of the massive changes in stamina, and I think interchanges are going to be huge.
So
especially you
everything
need to
seems
respect
more
because
free flowing,
The stamina gets
doesn't
a
it?
lot quicker.
That's good.
And you'll see later.
No
Dylan
clunkiness
Shield,
with the
for me,
tackles
he's
either.
Genuinely walking at a walking pace.
Nah, there was a
Really
bug in
good
AFL
pace.
23 where the
Another thing
feet
is,
would
for the
like go in the
gameplay,
ground.
they've
They
implemented a
tried
lot
to get
more
they
free
got rid of
kicks
that
in the
for this
game.
game,
So
which is
last
good.
Yeah,
AFL
that was
23,
annoying.
There was free kicks once or twice a game.
It just
There's
looks a
lot
bit
more
like
pushing
everything
the
looks
backs,
more
high
realistic.
tackles. I'm pretty sure
Like
there's
the
tricks
motions
in the
and all
game
that.
as well. Dan was saying as
Josh
well.
Kerr has asked,
But yeah.
and I don't know if you would know this, Bud, but has asked, have Anzac jumpers been added to the game yet?
I can't say too much, but I did see that they had been working on some.
Okay, cool. So,
So it seems like yes,
possibly-
But in saying so, it may not. So I don't want to promise it.
yeah. So possibly by the time it's out, we might be getting like the Saints new Anzac Guernsey. You never know. The Indigenous Guernsey, I'm sure there'll be a patch and update soon. They'll be out. I would imagine.
Yeah, Indigenous. Indigenous is a little bit more trickier because it's like
There's a range of questions.
they get special people to do
Another
their
thing
own
is
artwork,
my
so they need
career.
their approval.
So
Yeah.
cutscenes,
Surely that'd all
unfortunately
be
for my
fine
career
though
not
with
on the
it.
game.
You would hope.
They want to implement it in the future, but their focus was on the gameplay in other areas, which totally makes sense. Okay, if you can't.
Coach crew
understand
mates
that,
is Luke
then
McMahon.
I think you just.
I would assume.
I'm sorry, but you need to understand it. Eventually, once they've got the gameplay up to the most crisp and perfect gameplay they can ever get.
Let's just hope the
then
servers are
make
good
cutscenes, but you
as
gotta
well.
understand,
Like, remember
I know
online
they
was
set up
terrible on the
developers,
release date
and if they're
last
big
time for AFL
developers
23.
in different areas to get a 5-minute cutscene that most people
Hoping
will
the
skip
servers don't
instead of
crash
working on the
first
gameplay,
day.
then
Bobby, yeah, I've recovered actually
So
quite well
right
from the
now,
Frankston
I'm all with
stream.
them.
It's good fun.
Focus on the gameplay, get that perfect.
More fun than
Happy
I
with things
initially was
later.
expecting.
A lot of people have been asking, can you get dropped in my career? The answer is yes. Based on your performance, if you don't play well enough, you can get dropped to the VFL, and then you're gonna.
Yeah, getting dropped is a good initiative. I'll see what other questions there are. Question for Bud says Skipper, any cutscenes in player career that you could see?
Nah, I say in this video, but no, they didn't do cutscenes for their career. They've only got a certain amount of developers that can work on certain things, so they wanted to get the gameplay right because they said if they took a cutscene or took a few developers out to do cutscenes, then they're just going to focus in the wrong areas. And at the end of the day, not everyone's going to watch the cutscenes. So for them, they want to see if people are going to be invested in their career mode, and then in future
They can add
iterations.
that makes sense. Doesn't
Yep.
it?
Yep.
I'll do one more before. Braden has asked, did Big Ant say anything about the stadium shadows? They just look a tad dark for my liking.
It's a good question. No, I didn't ask anything either. So yeah, now that I can see that, yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
Sure, that's something they can fix if it's enough of an issue. But yeah.
Have to earn your spot back again. Now in this gameplay,
A Brownlow Knight cutscenes as Kobe. Well, that would be cool, but
allow my players to
yeah,
run forward
maybe.
behind the footy. Unfortunately, my skills weren't as good. As you can see, another push in the back here. And Dylan, he goes back with Bobby Hill. A long way out. I feel like it's going to be a very long, very hard to kick goals outside of 50. I did ask about people exploiting the play on set shot. So when they're in a set shot, they play.
Well,
on
set shots difficult. Are they similar to like basically to AFL 23, or are they a bit different?
Yeah, they were harder,
Harder.
Less.
but it
Perfect-
made it a bit more
perfect to
like
me.
realistic, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
But
It
seems
looks
that
like
the
kicks
ball
on the
pulls up a
run look
lot.
the same.
Yeah,
Not
Yeah.
always a free
they're
kick.
working
I
on
really
on
like
ways
that kicks
to
and play
make it a little
money.
bit more difficult.
Now here's some exclusive.
I'm
news,
sure he
okay?
would
So
have,
pro
Josh.
team
I'm sure he would have
exclusive
given
news.
constructive criticism.
So
Yeah, well,
there's
I was in there for
gonna be
2.5 hours. There's
basic
plenty
cards,
spoken.
and they're gonna have unlimited contracts. Okay, so if you had an issue where you're running out of contracts, basic cards are gonna have unlimited contracts. Now these cards aren't gonna be great cards. You're probably not gonna play them in your top tier teams.
Sir
They'll be
Bud,
like
does it?
bronze cards.
Yeah, I'd
They'll be
assume it would take
inexpensive
a while to
your
get used to
first
set shots,
selection
Coey.
pro team, so,
Because I mean, Bud only got to
they
play
might
for
be your
30
silver or
minutes,
gold
so
players,
he's not
but they will
like
have
he's been
unlimited contracts
able to play
for
for
those
that
big
long.
players as well. So great news. If you're worried about contracts in pro team, they've implemented a way to fix that. Another thing for pro team.
We're back into the cutscenes at the breaks for the invisible Powerade. Just see what the chat's saying. How's the tackling this year? As 20? Yeah, I think the tackling's gone a lot better from what I've been hearing.
Yep.
More just fluent movements and all that.
On top of all the AFL 23 legends, also a nice cutscene here for the halftime. But on top of all the
Josh,
AFL
I don't know what
23
I don't
legends,
know, mate.
Confidently, there's at least 30 more legends coming, and very, very likely even more to come on top.
More
of that.
legends,
I've got
that's good.
A few that they told me today, and some of them are top tier from what I've heard, and some of them are just absolute icons of the game. So, whatever way you decide to look at it, it's very exciting news. The set shot goal.
Yeah,
I'm a
I
huge
agree.
fan.
After
It did
the
take me a
exactly
little bit, but, like,
Spittish
even this
commitment for sure.
AFL 23, you're slotting that 9 times out of 10. This one, I wasn't sure if that was going to go through, to be honest. So, I'm a huge fan of the goal kicking. Face scans for the rookies.
Well, maybe answer a bit more
They do the
after I watch this
they've done
video,
it
I
under
guess.
wraps,
A bit of
but
a
they did the entire
Q&A for a little bit, I
AFL
guess.
draft combine. So total
Maybe we'll even
18
chuck on Twisty's
AFL
video
and
if
80
someone wants me to watch
AFLW
it.
Players, total 160.
Yeah, you
Now,
do
obviously
see
some that dropped
coaches
out,
in the quarter time breaks, Luke.
'cause they were interested
I
in
watched
whether-
Caden's video.
But they were saying they even scan the players that don't get drafted.
All right. Actually, that's not a bad question. If you know the answer to this, obviously, is there a Guernsey logo on Stadium Maker? And if yes, has it improved?
I didn't. I think there is a community feature again, like they had the academy, but I didn't get to see it because, yeah, that's like online, and like I said, they had the servers down.
So you weren't able to see anything of online, I would assume.
No, unfortunately not. But it was more just like a protocol for those, because some people got the hard copy early, and they were actually messaging Big Ant saying the game's good, but they weren't sure if they were being serious or not, so they had to like shut down the servers from inside.
They got the hard copy earlier, so like stores released them without.
Well, I think some people have got them early, but in saying that, it's just a risk. I don't think they wanted to take.
That's fair. Josh, ask Bud if we see a tribunal, if we don't get to appeal for a play, getting suspended this game is a dud. I mean, that'd be. I'm sure that'd be a good thing to add to the game, I guess. But we don't know. I don't think he knows.
I didn't see off half an hour of gameplay, but injuries, like if someone does their hamstring, you'll see them like with the animation where they do their hamstring. And like sometimes if they're in the play, they'll do the hamstring and like get the ball and handball it off as well. Like it's a cool feature.
Yeah, which none of that was in the last game. All right, let's continue the video, I guess. See if there's anything to talk about.
I know there's been a lot of things around the file size.
Oh yeah, the file size. My PlayStation's
People
got
say
no
the
fucking
for
file
AFL
size.
26 is smaller, only by a few gigabytes. I did ask that question. It doesn't mean there's any less content. They were just able to clean it up a lot more efficiently. And
Right,
able to
okay.
Save space and ultimately optimize it for the a more user friendly. You don't want to be there downloading.
Well, that's good to hear. So that means, chat, that the upload or the download time will be quicker, I guess, because it's not that much, not as many gigs as last time, but there's still more in the game, which is good.
Unnecessary data.
I heavily doubt it's going to be crap again, unless some intern at 12, 11 in the morning pulls the plug on the game and it just goes to shit again. It shouldn't happen.
So that's all that is. They've cleaned it up. They've made it more optimal, and that's that.
Sammy says, will there be new stadiums?
Before I get
I'm
into the
sure
next
they would have
one,
added the Barossa and all that.
contested marking, huge fan of it. The Josh
And hands
Josh one
oval.
for me took a really long time to actually get used to it. Dylan was using it really well, and I couldn't mark the footy. Okay, he was all over it. It took me a while to get a few set shots on the board, but yeah, that's
Yeah, you
definitely
do
an
get
experience
dropped
you're
in the
on my
video.
end.
You can.
Overall, the gameplay's unbelievable. Like, this is miles above AFL 23, and even the end of AFL 23 was in a very good.
What would you compare the gameplay to AFL Evolution 2?
Me?
Yeah.
AFL Evolution 2 is a while back for myself, but I think it's just a lot more like depending how you play. Like, I had a spare behind the ball, so like I could run and carry from behind really well and like switch the ball. But yeah, like I found that there's just a lot more free and open movement, and if you turn the ball over, then you're probably going to get scored on.
Yeah, it doesn't look.
It seems pretty realistic.
It doesn't look as like congested as AFL Evo 2 was. There was so many stoppages, it seemed.
Yeah,
And it seemed
that's
like
probably the main difference.
it seemed like in that game, the only way you could get the ball forward is just handballing it over the top. There was not much like kicking a space where you can actually find open players. Andy Munro says, does the coach mode have accurate simulated scores? Yeah, that is actually a good question, because it's always like 42 to 38 or 142 to 129. It's not really that accurate.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't get a chance to jump into it, and I sort of, well, I haven't. Other people have made like coach or management career mode videos, but yeah, I can't answer that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. I might take a look at one of the other videos to see if there's anything to be answered. Just see if there's any chat, I guess. How is the balance between getting kicks and handballs off in the same time as a computer? Someone says.
I played against a mate, so I didn't actually versus CPU.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they didn't have fantasy points in AFL 23. Do they have that in this game, or you're not sure? Like in the stats?
I actually don't know. It might be in the video if it is, but I didn't notice it.
Yeah. We could maybe take a look then, because that's what they had in AFL Evo 2, which made it really helpful when we wanted to drop plays. What we would do is just, if a player's under 10 or whatever points, we'd drop them, and they hadn't added that to the new game.
Good playable state if you did play that long. But
You could do so many videos if it had
you guys are gonna love
accurate
it,
sim
especially
scores.
when you play the tactics are a huge.
Well, what
advantage.
videos do you reckon I
Lots
could
of
do, Andy? Because I've got, like, depending on how this game is, this could really help with content for the, yeah. And obviously for Bud and everyone else.
Couldn't jump into Pro Team because the servers were off. But I just wanted to play the game, and I had a lot of fun. Now, they said the speed is drastically a bigger difference. this
Surely we
year,
can
so
customize the
smaller
score
players will
ourselves
be
so we
running
can catch up.
rings around
I'm sure you
big, longer,
can.
and tall players. They've added in utilities for positions and different archetypes, which is great to see. And like I said, you'll see in a minute, Shield's genuinely jogging, and he can't chase the player. Now, for online options,
It's just
I asked
better,
about
it's
the 2v2
realistic, isn't it?
online. I know a lot of people
Does it
want
seem
that.
like it'll be better than
This
23,
stage,
says Scott?
It's extremely hard. with-
From everything I've been hearing, I think the answer to that is definitely. I feel like Bud would agree with that.
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, unless tomorrow just shit hits the fan.
Could you imagine
It's-
though? Like, I'm sure everyone in the company would be like just anxiously waiting for release date, hoping nothing
Yeah.
is like what happened last time.
Well, then it comes back on me as well. But look, honestly, from what I played today, it was really good. Like,
Yeah,
and yes, it was one game, but it did feel a lot.
I'm excited to hear that. That means that I might actually be able to stay up and enjoy the game on a stream tomorrow. And
Yeah.
Because I remember last year it got to like the 2-3 hour mark, and I just kept getting that blue screen of death like 8 times. So hopefully that's the thing that's just not in the game this year.
Well, hopefully not. But yeah, like there's gonna be bugs in the game. Like I didn't notice many in, like, if any, in the 30-minute game that I played. But there's going to be issues. It's just hopefully there's not too many.
Yeah. Sammy GFC asks, is this the final product or is this the demo mode?
This is, so they said to me, this is the last model before the launch model. So the closest thing they can get to
pretty much
tomorrow's
to
release.
launch.
This is it.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yep.
Because I know in the launch last year when we played it, when I was there, they said it was a demo, but it definitely didn't feel like it was finished, and it kind of almost, yeah, you could sort of tell it wasn't ready. But like no
Yep.
one was gonna like question it, I guess.
Yep.
The connection issues and a whole lot of technical issues. And J&T will laugh at this, but the simple answer is no, it's not in AFL 26. The reason he'll laugh is because he ended up talking for a good 20 minutes about the whole situation, which I appreciate, but after just coming out of surgery and
Yeah, okay, I might watch
even at the
that,
end of the
Skipper.
day,
I want to watch
uh,
the Twisty 3 video as
had a
well.
lot of information overload. Now this is it. Shiel, you can see red bar, no stamina. Josh Dacos, look at Shiel. He ain't getting him. And I love to see that because now that just breaks open the game. He can go forward. And yeah, that's pretty well going to bring us to the end of the gameplay, man. There's going to be things that can be improved in this game. There's going to be things that, at the end of the day, big. As always.
Right, I think that's it. I reckon we maybe watch that other video someone recommended. And if you want to stay on the call, Bud, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, no stress, man. I haven't even seen Twisty's video. Today's just been hectic, guys.
So when was that? When did you actually get it? Was it today you went into the studio? Or was it like a couple of
Yeah, I
Oh, it was all today.
I left hospital at 12:30, got to the studio at 1,
Fuck.
and then I left the studio at, I want to say like 4 or 5 o'clock, and then I only got home like 3 hours ago.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Massive day for you then. That's what Andy was like, unreal for Bud to jump on Discord after surgery. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's,
bro,
he's
I'm feeling it.
doing his part.
The meds are getting to me now.
How long did the surgery
no.
take?
3 hours or so.
Yeah.
I was in last night. But yeah, because I fractured my whole cheekbone and my eye socket, so they had to like pull it back out because it'd like gone in towards my in.
So how long are you going to be on the sidelines for?
Yeah, they said like 12 to 14 weeks.
Oh shit! So that might be like basically the whole year, just about.
Pretty well, yeah. So I mean, I'm really banking that this game's going to be
more
decent
time to play AFL 26 now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like, from what I've been hearing, it should be a really good game and everyone will be getting good content from it. Because like I said before, I didn't make a single AFL 23 video apart from the new releases. I'm like, well, it's just shit. I'm not going to make a video. Lucky to make use of the trip to Melbourne, says Andy. Good point.
Yeah, exactly right. Save me a trip.
Good point. Can someone link the video then that we want to watch? I don't know who actually released it. I don't think it's the Twisty video that they want to watch next. We can watch that afterwards. Mason has just asked what time. Melbourne time, 9 a.m, which they said because they want everyone to get the game at the same time if they have the physical copy, which makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Men's is complaining that he can't play it before school, which I understand. I do understand the frustration. There'll be cutscenes, Kobe, but they'll add more if people enjoy it and it's good, and they can add more, I guess. And if you're in Perth, then it'll be 7 a.m. So like just base it off Melbourne time. Like it'd be pretty easy to like SA 8:30, Queensland. Oh, I know it's same with it's not daylight saving, so it's the same. LJ's put the link in the chat. All right, we'll shuck that up.
Yeah, easy.
Let me
man, I might get off and go get some sleep.
No, all good. I appreciate you for jumping on. You certainly made the stream a lot better with your insight. I think everyone can appreciate that. I'll actually chuck your channel in the link as well if anyone wants to check you out.
Legend. Thanks, man.
Easy. Have a good one.
All right. Enjoy. See you.
No worries. See you, mate.
Bye.
All right. There you go. Appreciate Bud for hopping on. Obviously, he's had a huge day and didn't need to do that, but no, it's cool. There's the that's the pin link. Right. Big Footy Tiger Cast. I don't really watch that much of this. Oh no, I do know this guy. I do know this guy, never mind. I just don't think I was sub to him. How many videos does this guy want to put out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 16, 20. 20 videos in a week. Is this like a... I don't know if this is a Richmond fan channel or an AFL 23 channel. I genuinely don't know. Anyways, the one from 16 hours ago.
Management career mode for...
Okay. Wonder if Moist Critical play it like he did AFL 23. I feel like this stream's gotten slightly shitter now, because now with all these questions, people are going to be like, well, I can't answer it because I don't know. I'm only answering it based off what I know. So I guess we can watch this video. I don't know if I'll watch the whole video because 25 minutes and I'm sure we'll be pausing it and all that crap. But yeah, maybe let's get this stream to 100 likes. That'd be all right. And also let me know if you guys would be keen on jumping on tonight on my stream. I think the idea is starting at around 6 o'clock and then I'll be watching the Collingwood Freo game on at the same time. So I'll have the scores up on the screen and we'll be talking about it. If it's close, maybe for one quarter of the last, we'll just watch the game. But that's the idea, I guess.
AFL 26 is the final video we've got for this series. We saw a few of the screenshots the other night that were posted in regards to how you can manage your club and the different things.
One thing is, though, I don't want to know too much because then my reactions in my video will be a bit shitter.
A bit deeper than that again, which is really exciting. And there is gameplay footage in here as well. So with that, I'll cut to the screen. We can
this career mode is so...
get stuck into it.
Is this all... Yeah, I haven't seen any career mode stuff. Is this like a player career or a coach career? Because if I were to do a career mode on the channel this year, should I do a player career or a coach career? Save it. Should I just save... Yeah, do you reckon I just save it or doesn't really matter, does it? I think that's coach. Well, I'm curious. I may as well watch.
Alright, so straight into the first menu. Similar to the play career, you can pick your difficulty.
If you need content, but you do... Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's just going to be my first game of AFL level, like AFL 26. That's probably what I'll just do. I'm probably not going to spend a heap... Like, I'll do what I did probably last year. You know what? Before we do that, let's just... I actually want to see how... I'll put that up in a second. Bud says, if you need more info, answers, I've got heaps of it on YouTube Shorts. Okay. Yeah, I might check a few of them out. No worries. Have a good one. Appreciate it. Maybe Flame and Ice. Watch this one and wait for everything else tomorrow. Yeah, well, I don't want to stay up too late because I want to be up by 9. So I just want to see how how did I actually... How shit was AFL 23 on Elite? I'm going to react to... I know, yeah, react my own video. So I got 40k views. It's not bad, but I feel like for first game of a video game, I reckon you could do better than 40k. I reckon AFL 26 can do better. Sammy, what you should realistically do, if I were you, Sammy, I would stream on release day, because you did that last time, I'm pretty sure. So let's react to a reaction of the first game of 2023. Let's just see how fucked it was. Alrighty, everyone, the time has finally come. AFL 23 is finally out. And I'll tell you what, I'm super excited to hop in. Little did I know the game was not going to be playable that day. To the game to see what there is, you know, what's new about it, my first thoughts, my first impressions. And I'll also hop into a game later on as well and just learn, you know, the controls and all that. Yeah, you are right. I kind of do want to, like, not know everything before I play it, because if I know everything, then the reactions won't be as good for the video. Bitters picked me up at 10 in the morning. So you're both making videos for it. You look younger there. Well, I was younger, so I would hope to have looked younger. Like, I definitely don't look 18 in that video. And I wasn't even 8. I was 20 in that video. You're streaming? I'll tune into your stream if you do it, like, in the morning whilst I edit my AFL 26 video. Because, like, the good thing about doing this YouTube stuff kind of full time. Like last year was sort of half in a way. I would have been working and I would have missed out on being able to really do this. Not this year. As I go. So we're currently at the moment on the main menu. As you can see, you've got Dawson, Neil, Dangerfield. There's play now, there's season, there's management career. Now we will obviously go into a match a little bit later on. Can I just compare? Can we compare the pair real quick? Let's go to Bud's video. Is it Bud or Bud? Bud. I think it's just Bud. What was the menu looking like in this when you first loaded in? Or was it not even there? Could you not even see it in this video? I know you could, I think, if you go here. See, what were the differences? Yet, play now. Oh, I've got to change this. Give me a second. So you got play now, season, management career, play online, academy settings. Play now, season, play career, management career. The obviously pro team. Play online. You got a tutorials and guide. So they didn't even bother with that crap in that game. And then there's player career. So that was not in AFL 23. So player career is new. Management career was in, but like no one really ever, like management career is sort of crap in that. You can only just play one season and that was it. All these content creators have ruined the fun of surprise with posting these videos. So it's not... Yeah, but... Josh, a lot of people probably would only ever... Like, wouldn't watch all of these videos. And will probably only want to watch my reaction to the first game. Think about it. Anyways, let's go. Let's watch it. And we'll see. I don't think I'll watch the whole of this video because it is just a video from 2 years ago, but still. Go into our first game. Let's go through a few other things that they've added to this game mode. So you've obviously got season creator. So let's just have a look to see how that works. You can play as a full competition. So I think what I did was I just went through everything before I played. I don't know if that's the same thing I'll be doing this time round. Is a club. Okay, there you go. So this is sort of what the lineup looks like. I think we probably saw it in Twisty's video. You got the ladder. You've got the next match. So I didn't even know what side I'm playing. Some people, especially after the disaster of our 20, would want to know what. There you go. So yeah, I know. Simulate Richmond v Carlton. Let's see how it works. You got the stats, and then obviously you got like the leading goal kickers and all that. So you can simulate a season. Not really sure why anyone would want to do that. Well, so they should mention it. There's also management career. So essentially, this is just like a bit of a coach career, right? I'm pretty sure. Let's just see my reaction to the actual first time I played. I wonder how much customization there is with the banners and all that. So there's the kit that I made. Pretty cool kit, to be honest with you. They're the Saints. I've decided to go for our all red kit. Gather-Round special, this one is. I'd rather watch a video early and have an idea about what I'm getting compared to 23 where I regret getting it. No, well, that's exactly right. A lot of people base their opinion and decision on whether they get the game on these sort of videos. So I reckon my video and stream might help people make their mind up. Certainly the graphics, and there are more like this is, you know, you didn't get this in the old game. There are more sort of like. So I still had no idea the game was that bad beforehand. Like I know I played. I got to play it earlier, but it wasn't proper. This is different. And all that.
This is a tough one to tip. I've landed with the home team, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if it goes the other way. It should be a beauty.
Yeah, I would not land with a home team when I have no idea what I'm doing. This I didn't get. I don't get why they had to make such a big deal about the coin toss. Okay, the coin. Like. You put more effort. They literally put more effort into the coin toss animation than half of the other crap. Toss. Brisbane called heads, and they won the toss. Great. All right. So I don't know what actually. Oh, there we go. I got the ball. So handball is. Yeah, just look at that. This camera angle might almost be better. I'm not sure. Oh no. Okay. Point. Oh, it's a goal. I'm not sure why I did it with the camera angle, but the animations... Because I remember, I still just thought I was really bad. Well, I didn't even know it was that bad until after I saw everyone else's reviews. I just thought I was really bad at the game. Look pretty cool. All right, we're on. If you buy it, can't you get a full refund before 30 days? I don't think you can. On the back foot early. Maybe we'll change camera angles again, actually. I'm not sure. We're all playing around. This is the first game. All right, good take. I'm gonna change the settings again, because I won't lie, that's worse than the one I had before. We didn't even have a tutorial. Yeah, maybe I'll watch the tutorial video then. Can someone link the tutorial video? I'll just watch that then, because I would like to know how to play the game. It'll save me time before playing the game. Yeah, there you go. That works. All right, we'll go short over the top. Oh, that was really short. Is it in the store? Nah, I don't think it's in the store till 9. You can't download it before 9, which sort of sucks. Like, you should be able to download it before 9, but then play it once it's 9. Maybe you can. I might load up the PlayStation after, like, in 20 minutes if you guys want me to check it out. We're going to go, not a shot, but we're going to go for the pass inside the square. Sammy says, yeah, I'm heading to job. Why don't you just get it digitally, though? Because then it just saves him having to head to JB Hi-Fi. And what if you oversleep? Then you don't even get to JB Hi-Fi. What if you oversleep? There we go. We get the first goal, I think. We get our first goal. And I tell you what, the gameplay is actually so much smoother than what it was when I played the game, the demo game. So much smoother? What am I saying? Surely you can't be serious. I mean, I know the demo was bad, but like... The event, so there you go. I'll tell you what, are you sure this is easy mode? They're playing a lot, the Lions. Alright, got to get better at defending, got to get better at running, got to get better at a lot of stuff. But we're in the game. Joey Danaher, you can see the Adelaide Oval Hill, the big screen. You want it for my collection. What I would like, though, with these custom Guernseys are more... Yeah, okay, fair enough. It looks a bit weird without the sponsors. But the problem with the disc is you got to take the disc in, you got to take it out. And if the disc breaks, like I think my AFL Evolution 2 disc broke without me doing anything. Get the ball. Yeah, look. I kicked that. Look at. I hate how it was just standing tackles. The umpire pays ball for that as well. I'm playing on the easy mode, yet the easy mode dominance from the Lions is quite clear. They certainly had more control. Well, why don't you link the tutorial video and I'll watch that after this. Then I'm probably going to wrap up the watching videos. I might go back to just reading chat, loading up my the PS4. I know PS4 in 2025. Are you serious? Still don't see the need of getting a PS5 unless it is like genuinely required. I wouldn't mind playing with other people, though. It'd be good if I had someone with me, but... Yeah, like... Does anyone else remember when AFL Evo 2 came out and Kados and Cooko played for like 7 hours straight and I watched like all of that stream? Those were the fucking peak times. Have fun not playing GTA 6 next year. Sammy, I'm just going to get a PS5 then. Like, I'm probably going to want to play GTA 6. Saints wouldn't be happy with that. And there's Ross Lyon, Ross the boss with our tactics. We want to be more balanced. I'll try, Sammy. Right, we'll try and be more balanced he played a lot of that game, Andy. But in fairness, like it was over lockdown, so everyone was playing that game. Like there was nothing else for people to do. They were stuck at home. So it made sense that people would just play AFL Evo 2 like for 8 hours a day. How to do that. Good handball. Not really, actually. Steal. We've got literally... Does it bounce automatically? Yeah, that pissed me off. Oh, there has to be a setting for that. It didn't bounce. Didn't even bounce automatically. Alright, well, I don't know why, but I can't find a setting where it allows me to bounce automatically. So I don't even know how to bounce in this game. When can I view AFL 26 off the PlayStation Store? I actually don't know. We'll see what it... Yeah, look how shit... The handballing was so rubbish. You couldn't even direct the handball if you tried. It is a goal. Not an ideal start. Not an ideal start at all. Do you remember the FIFA 26 glitches? Well, the FIFA 23 glitch? When it would just turn into a soccer game. You couldn't pick up the ball. You just kick it around. It was so weird. we need to find targets. Spread, Saints. Just go along down the line then. There's a player, if we can get there possibly. But Look like, how rubbish wasn't that very is. smooth, Look but how on the shit that... Telstra logo, it goes, so it gets smothered.
Ah.
Oh. Billings.
I feel like at that stage,
Billings.
I'm like, okay, secretly this game
he's
sucks, but I
kicked
didn't
it.
want to say it.
It's weird, the camera angle, isn't it? Like, it didn't feel like it was going to go through the goals, but then it did. Well, half time in this really poor clash here at Adelaide Oval for Gatheran, we'll call it.
You
Okay,
cannot
so
watch
this
it
is,
through as you'll know
obviously new to
what
the game.
you're going
You
to
got the
try out.
player rooms. You got
I don't mind if I
Olives,
watch it.
Steele.
I would rather watch it
Battle.
now, actually.
Now, I might play on here because I don't think there's anywhere to go.
Did you get your sub count fixed? No, I didn't get it fixed. It hasn't. None of those fake subs have been removed. But you know what? If I just continue growing, we'll forget about it anyways, and it won't make a difference. It's not going to make a difference to the growth. It's just 4K added subs that I guess whatever. Like, what can I do? I can't get rid of it. I want to get rid of it, but I can't actually do anything to get rid of it.
I've run too far. See, I don't know how to take a bounce.
Well, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I don't really care. Congratulate me on 50K, but I'm not acknowledging that I hit it. And it's weird because then it's like, let's say theoretically if I hit 100K and these never went away, do I acknowledge the 100K? Because technically a tiny portion that's not real. I think I would definitely not acknowledge 100K then, as long as the bots don't happen again. But you know what I mean? Like, it's a weird one, but like the way it got to 50K is something I can't acknowledge. But if I get to 60K, I'll probably, yeah, I will.
In this game. Oh, great. I spotted it right on
Look
the
how
front of,
shit that
Brisbane
is.
player and he's going to kick a goal. Far out. Oh, how do I aim the handball?
You can't aim the handball.
Great. So I'm going to consider another goal because I don't know how to aim a handball. There are players aplenty for the Lions. And it's a 19-point margin now with not much to go on the
No, I
step up
don't
the game here.
really think they should be getting botted every game.
Can't want to hit out.
Am I banned or
Can't do
something?
anything.
What do you mean? Yeah, you put the link in, but I'm watching after this video. I already saw that you put the link in.
It seems. I don't think I've taken a single tackle.
You couldn't tackle and you couldn't
There are
handball.
loose plays everywhere. We're going to get absolutely done in this game. We're going to get
Yeah,
absolutely
you should have
done in this game.
pre-download. I feel like you should certainly do. Mate,
Take.
I emailed, I did everything to YouTube support. They didn't fix it.
Now, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to aim a handball. Because every time I try and aim a handball, I give it to a Brisbane player and they kick a goal. Here we go. Hill.
Look how shit
was
that.
that handball?
Look how
That is
shit that
annoying.
is.
The handballing in this game is not great. I'm not going to lie.
Not great. That's what I want to
tried
use.
to handball it to a player and it didn't go anywhere. So maybe I need to hold it down for longer. That could be it. Well, it's a 32-point margin, Gary Line. I'm not winning this
Is my
game.
camera
Just
frozen?
give
No.
up. Don't even bother. And we got an inside 50 mark. So, set shots. First set shot, I don't actually know exactly how it works.
Yeah,
We'll
because there's
just
no
give it a try.
tutorial.
The first one's power. And then the second one's accuracy. That looks pretty good.
Somehow I kicked that. I don't know how I managed to kick that.
Onto a comeback possibly if we can get things going our way.
Should I
Getting a
staple or
handball.
not and wait for...
That is not where I want the handball to go.
Judging from that comment, I feel like you're still in school, so certainly definitely go to sleep.
That's not. Oh my god.
I know he did, Skipper. I know.
I don't get handballing in this game. Why would I ever want?
Well, I didn't even get to see that.
That's not. Oh my god.
And just the way the ball
out
bounced
with
as well.
That is not where I want the handball to go.
Look
That's-
at that shit. Like,
No. Oh my god. I don't get handballing in this game. Why would I ever want the handball to go in that spot? This.
you're going to love the
not really
solo
issue.
crew mode. Yeah. I've never really gotten around player career modes that much, but I think this will be fun.
Um,
I don't think for that long, but
Yeah.
currently I just don't think handballing's even worth.
What's your best video game? I've already told you. Like, I'd almost say, I got my first PlayStation in 2015, and it's the one I still use to this day. So I've had it for 10 years, and it still works. And the only reason I got that was it was a Christmas present for our family, and I just never really. I've more played iPad games. Like, we played a few games, but they're more just like games that like were appropriate for my younger sisters, so like Minecraft and shit. Sounds kind of crap, to be completely honest. I did get AFL Evolution, but I didn't really. Yeah, I didn't play that many video games as a kid.
Because I'm just giving away gold.
I'd play like Call of Duty and all that stuff when I went to mates' places, but I never got that game until like 1 year I did. I never played it that much.
Again, as you can see, when I'm
Imagine
trying to,
Rockstar Games made the next
I keep
AFL
going back
game.
to the main menu, which I don't know why. It's kind of annoying, but anyways, you got the shot clock.
No, after learning all that stuff, I'm expecting it to be
set
good.
Shot modes, but we're going to the drop part. We're not going to go any other silly modes for this shot right there. Looks good. I think this is where you're supposed to have the bar, but I might be wrong. Well, I hooked it.
Because last year, I think only a few more people this year have had a early release of the new game.
I don't know what happened there. Maybe the wind. Yeah, this isn't good. I can't get a tackle. I actually want to have a look at the stats after this. I want to know how many tackles I've gotten.
Shush, Brock. I don't know what you're talking about.
Good stuff, Wilkie. And you do that. You do that on the sign, mate.
I'll watch the tutorial video now. I think that's probably all I need to watch of that. As shit of a company they are, an EA AFL game would be great. Yeah, you know the first ever AFL game I think was made by EA? One of the first, at least.
AFL 26 fans, it's time. It's time to get into the sexy.
Is that the video? I don't know. This guy's got like 50,000 videos, but I'm not watching them all because then I'll know everything before I start and I want to be surprised. So we're going to watch... I'm going to watch this video and then that's it, I reckon, for videos. 20 years ago, we used to say, imagine if EA made AFL games. Yeah, well, they won't. GTA 6 will be the best game ever made when it's out. Announcing the game a month ago, will that be a good thing? We'll see. They definitely announced it very soon, didn't they? Hear about State of Origin? Yeah, there are a few things I want to talk about after the stream that aren't directly related to AFL 26, but let's just watch this video and we'll have a chat.
Stuff, the stuff you've been wanting.
Hey, could we... What's this guy's name? Could we get... You know, I want to subscribe, may as well. Could we get the Big Footy Tiger Cast to join this stream somehow? And he can do what Bud did and answer questions. That'd be good. That would be good.
To see all along, and we're going to start off with, we'll have a look at the menu first and foremost.
He's asleep.
And
he has kids. Well, you don't know anything. You don't know if he's asleep. He could be up, for all we know. In fact, he could certainly be up. If he's got kids, he's probably up sorting out one of the kids crying. I don't know. I don't know much about this guy, though, so just watch it.
And then the very first thing that I did when jumping into the game is I actually did the tutorials at the advice of J&T Big Ant and the Big Ant crew, because there's a couple of different things to get used to now with some different controls and things like that. And as you will see from some...
Mate, Josh, I'm fucking kidding, mate. You don't have to take everything so seriously. Do you really think I expect him to just be waiting to jump on stream? It's a joke.
The examples I gave, it was very much worthwhile to go in there and test out the tutorials first. So let's jump across now and check out what the screen and the menu looks like, and then we'll roll into the tutorials from there. Alrighty, so here we are, the AFL 26 menu, the first time people...
How come he gets more time to play the game, though? He must be a developer.
Have seen the menu. I mean, a menu's a menu, isn't it? It looks pretty clean and fresh, and it's new and different. So we've got play now, season, player...
Yeah, I don't know much about him, Josh, so, yeah.
Team,
Sure, he'd
Play
be a good
online,
guy.
tutorials and guide, academy and settings.
And I'm
So
sure he'd be
all
really good at the game. I just feel like this guy would be so good at the game.
fairly self-explanatory.
He got the same amount of time as everyone else. Have you got the same amount of time as everyone else then, Skipper? How the fuck has he gotten like 20 videos out already of the game just about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How does he... 7. He's Pink Panther. So so that is Pink Panther. Because I knew of Pink Panther. I didn't know he had a big footy tiger video channel. Skipper... I'm pretty sure Pink Panther has some association with Big Ant because he got to play the game early last time as well. And I forgot what video I was watching. I think it was this one.
Management career mode for AFL.
Was it? I don't even remember now. I'm going to just go back and find that link that was put in chat.
AFL 26 fans, it's time.
He does. He said it last week. Yeah, I would have assumed that. Which means he certainly would have had more than 30 minutes to play this game. There's no way you're making 5 videos with 30 minutes time.
It's time to get into the sexy stuff first. So be clean and fresh and it's new
And
different.
plus, I'm pretty sure he's in his own room playing the game. Not at the studio.
So we've got play now.
Unless he conveniently decided to bring all of his stuff from his setup to the Big Ant Studios just for the sake of this video. I very highly doubt it. It'd be the equivalent of me deciding to bring this setup and building it at the fucking Big Ant Studios to make people think that I got the game in my setup.
Season, player career, management career, pro team, play online, tutorials and guide, academy.
I mean, unless
and
it is a
settings.
voiceover, then yeah, I guess
fairly
you're right.
Self-explanatory. Player career is obviously one of the new modes that's coming.
Could be a voice, like Bud did a voiceover. That is fair.
Video. Management career, we saw some screenshots of earlier in the week about managing the club and some funds and memberships and things like that, which we'll get to in a video as well.
It's a cool setup.
We're going to head to the tutorials though, because that's where everyone should be starting, because there is some learning curves to be had from AFL 26. It must be said. I'll pause.
Oh,
it
it is
there.
a voiceover.
So we've brought up.
Okay, so maybe he didn't get the game. I'm guessing. I'm only just guessing.
The tutorial menu. As you can see, there's basic tutorials and advanced tutorials. Now I do.
So maybe that does make a bit more sense then. That would obviously make more sense if he only got 30 minutes. Then theoretically, he could just record 30 minutes of footage and just still get videos from it if he just made every video its own segment and like paused it when he wanted to say something. So that would make sense, I guess.
Go and show what the advanced tutorials are later on, which I'll show in this video. I didn't physically do these ones, but I'll show you what's in them.
Yeah, I guess
From
you're
a
right,
basic
LJ.
tutorial standpoint, you've
Guess
got
you're
goal
right.
kicking, disposals, marking, tackling, and ruck work, which are obviously the fundamentals of the game. Then within those, there's
Well, that's
a certain
spoiling.
amount of drills in each one. So goal kicking, there's set shots, then there's kicking goals on the run,
Well,
so
that's
on and
spoiling.
so forth. So I had a crack at all of these, and as you can see from some of them,
Is that just
some
marking,
I
I
wasn't
guess?
good at, some I was okay at. And I highly recommend people do take the time to do the tutorials before you start playing. First up, let's take a look at the set shot goal kicking tutorial. Now we know the set shot mechanism.
Yeah, but
has
how long do
changed.
the tutorials
It's
actually
not
take?
the thumbstick like
I don't want to be
Lewis,
spending
including
2 hours
myself,
on tutorials.
speculated
That's
and
just going to be
thought.
boring.
It is different though, and it is a lot more difficult than what the 23 version was, which you'll see very shortly with my first few kicks. I'll bring it up and then we'll talk through what it looks like from there. Okay, so on the loading screen for the goal kicking tutorial.
Actually looks quite clean, that.
I'll pause it there quickly so we can read what it says. So, basically, for your set shot goal kicking tutorial,
Aim up and down with L.
Goals. So previously in AFL 23, when you had a set shot for goal, the crosshair would come up in the goal and you would move it up, down, left, right, aim wherever you want it to go. This time in AFL 26, you only have to move it up and down. The left to right piece comes into play in the second shot meter, which you'll see soon. So you hold B to set your power. The more power you impart on the shot, the harder it gets to time, which is similar to what we had for AFL 23. The kicker is the second one. Press B where to aim the cursor or where you think the player should kick the ball towards. Now, I'll let it run through so you can see what it looks like. However, just keep an eye on the power bar, especially for the second part of it, and you'll see what I mean. Okay, so I'm entering the set shot tutorial as Tex Walker. So you can see you got your first power bar there, which I powered right up. Now that bar...
Yeah, but I don't get what the
I'll stop
second
it
one
again
is.
after, but you can have a look at how this kick goes. This second bar, bearing in mind,
Holy
I'm on top of the
shit.
goal square here with a
Taylor
key
Walker,
and
mate.
absolutely smashed that out in the full, much to J&T Big Ants amusement. So you can see there that the goals
Well, it makes
that are on
sense.
there are actually what dictate the left to right side of things of where you want to kick
That
it.
makes
So I actually
a lot
nailed
of
that
sense.
shot,
The
thankfully.
second one is aim.
Okay, so I managed to pause it on
Yeah, it
one
makes
of
a
the
lot
set
of
shots.
sense.
So you can see this is the second bar graph that we've got when it comes to kicking the set shot. You've got the goals that are on that bar. Now the goals look a lot straighter and a lot more wider because I used less power. So the more power that you use, the sharper that angle's going to go. And
That
I'll
does
show you
make
the first
sense,
one in a
actually.
second to give you the comparison because I try to kick the cover off it. But within this goal, these goals,
I
that's
do
where you've
like
got
that,
to
actually.
select
I
where
think
you're
it's
aiming
cool.
to kick the ball.
Better than the
So
other
if they're a
shitty
natural
colour
right footer
graphic
and
they
they've
had
got
last
that right
time.
to left and there's wind, then you've got to try and aim to the right of the goalpost, obviously like we would usually do in 23, and mirror it for the left-hand side. But what dictates how easy it is to land the ball
Tex
inside
looks
that
like
goal line
kicked it like he's
is
holding it a shit.
the power that you use for the shot and also the goal kicking stats.
Not a
for your
big fan of the
player.
goal
So
system.
you'll see when I play a game afterwards that
I
I had a shot for goal.
think it's
for
better than the
Seth
last
Campbell,
one.
who's not a bad forward, not as good as Tex Walker in terms of goal kicking. And yeah, his was really difficult to land that in between. So with
So I
this as well,
assume
the tutorial,
better
you can see the
goal
kicks are
kickers
getting
have
further
probably
and further back.
a little bit more of
With
a...
someone like Tex, though, you probably don't need to use max power, but it's always good to
Like, I
play
guess
around
if-
with just to see. Yeah,
I don't know. Who's like the bad set shot goal kicker? Would that mean their goalpost would be slightly smaller at the same power level? Because surely that would have to be the case, right? Like a Pat Voss, yeah, he sucks. Tom Lynch isn't great. Like, yeah, Tom Lynch feed Nick Larkey.
yeah, what you have to do. So you can see I stopped it in the middle there. Has he's wiping his hand on the backside, and bang, straight through. Bit further back again. Worth noting as well, there's no wind or anything like that for the purpose of the tutorial. They
But
keep it
that's
nice and
difficult
simple so
then
you
at
can
the
just get
end.
used to the mechanism.
How do you know if
As
that's
you
going to
can
go
see
through
there,
for a
that
goal or not?
goal was quite small. I'll play that again.
Yeah, that's...
I'll
how the
watch
hell are
this
you
one. I'll see
supposed
if I
to
know this
fucking...
one. So you can see the power, and then you can see how narrow and how much more of an angle those
Yeah,
goalposts
probably,
are to
Skipper.
try and land it in between. That's what you're working with, and that one I think I might have done okay here. We'll see how it goes. Oh, see, I've still missed.
Okay, you're saying that's what I'm saying, but mate,
to the right-hand
it's
side.
like with
So
every
you can work
game. It's going to be difficult at the start, but you're going to get used to it the more you play it. You're going to be able to time it right. If you play this game that many times, you're going to eventually be able to be pretty good at nailing it in the middle.
See the difficulties that I'm not saying I'm a great player, but for picking it up and playing for the first time, you can see the
And if it's
difficulty
that
it's
difficult,
creating
I'm sure
trying
they'll
to kick
figure
these
it out
goals
and
from
fix
distance.
it.
And I finally slot one from distance, and that's with Tex Walker, who's a known goal kicker. So have fun with that. Make sure you do these tutorials, especially for the goal kicking, because it's bloody difficult. The next one we've got is a run
And it would
goal.
actually make the goals more impressive in the game as well.
Kick 3 goals on the run, hold B to start it, and then yeah, you just run in. And the kicking on the run is the same as what we had in AFL 23, so there's no real change there.
I don't really have an
It's
issue
one
with
of those
that.
difficult ones that it's kind of hard to make mass changes to that kind of kicking on the run. There's a lot of active things going on in the game that
I've
need to
got
be
no
considered.
issue with
So
kicking on the run.
That's where that one's still the same as 23.
I didn't know how to do it at the
next
start, but
tutorial
I
is kicking
became good with
before
it.
3 kicks. You can power up your kick and then release it. You're not kicking to anyone or anywhere in particular. You're just kicking the ball, which is your normal kick button. Again, these tutorials are obviously very basic and straightforward with the kicking and the passing, but good just to do to get a feel for it nonetheless. And you'll obviously tick these ones off pretty quickly. As we'll see the Anzac logo on the ground as well, which is kind of cool. Handball for the next one. Same button for the handball. So I was just pushing the button to handball.
X to handball. Well, that's on
Just to do it, because
Xbox.
that's what the tutorial said to do. Again, simplistic, basic, but good to just get an idea of the handball button if you aren't already familiar with it. In terms of that ball tracing, I didn't ask, but I'm assuming that can be turned on and off like it was in the game last year, I would assume. Now, clearance kicks.
Clearance
still in
kicks.
the game. Hold left trigger plus kick. This was a very handy button for me last year getting out of trouble. So you can just hold it.
I
and
swear that wasn't a
obviously
thing in
there's
AFL
accuracy.
23.
They've actually increased the distance a little bit on these kicks, but the accuracy can sort of still be wayward, which is exactly what you would expect from a clearing kick. That's exactly what it is.
Would you rather
So
FC?
That's all that for the clearance.
I
kicks.
don't remember the clearance kick that much in the last game. Yeah, you'll get used to it. Would you rather FC 25 graphics for AFL 26 plus really good gameplay or Saints making finals? What, this year? If we're just going to make finals and lose first round, then the first option.
Next one is marking. Now, marking is a little bit different again this year.
Marking.
It's still the same button. You've got to press Y or triangle, depending on what you're playing on, when the circle closes in on you. So you can see the circle close in and it went green, and I mistimed that first one and didn't mark it. So I've timed the second one a bit better and managed to get the grab. It takes a little bit of getting used to, and obviously a little bit of
So you got to time it at the
play
green.
stats that you're using as well, which you in game. I completely missed all the buttons there and decided to kick a volley mid-air. I'm just changing the game up a little bit. Why not? Even heard a bit of a stand call there. So there you go. Nailed the 3 marks. So it's still very much all
And this
about
will be a lot
timing
better
and
than
positioning.
Yeah, I do.
Just a bit more of a
It
different
can't
visual.
get worse than when
Perform
AFL
3
20.
spoils,
Even if it's a terrible
spoiling
release,
same
which I
as
don't think it will be,
23
it
with
can't
the
get
right
worse.
analog stick. Again, you've got to make sure you time it because, there's obviously the marking, the specking, there's all kinds of stuff. So you can see that spoil actually dropped straight at our feet. It didn't actually clear any distance.
I remember
because there's a
last
bit
year
more
when I
of a
did my
one-on-one
AFL 23
battle,
video,
but you can
it
get
actually
3
went on.
spoils
It got on the trending
pretty
tab.
quickly. But I feel like
First
you're
and
gonna have to
only
really
ever time
work
I've been
out
on the
your
trending
balance
tab.
of marking versus
So
spoiling even more
maybe
so now because it's a
maybe
bit
again this
trickier
year. Who knows?
to take those grabs. I'm sure we'll all get used to it. Speckies now need to be triggered by the left trigger to do it, and you'll see 2 arrow up icons appear when you're going to do it, and then the Y indicator again to time the
Time
specky.
it. Okay,
like we've
more
done
realistic.
For AFL 23. The difference is that left trigger you must now press to activate.
Because I remember
you would have seen very quickly at the start there
in
the double arrows
AFL
pointing
Evo
up
2 at least,
signifies
they
that
had a
you're going for the
specky
specky.
button,
See
I
there?
think.
But with that
But
particular one, I got to the contest
you
too
basically
quickly
were
and
able to
couldn't
mark all
execute
of
the
them.
Jump. Again, I did the same thing. So if you don't actually time the run and jump while
You didn't
doing
have
the
to
left
worry about
trigger,
timing it as
won't
much.
do it. So I kind of feel like this means we might see less specky spam because there's a bit more. It feels like there's a bit more skill and timing to it, whereas you can.
There's
kind of
much
just
more
sit
skill
back
and
off the
timing.
pack and just almost auto run and jump at it.
How many
and you would
speckies in the
nail it.
game?
So that one I finally got. I almost missed it. You saw it come up orange. I almost missed it. So yeah, left trigger. You see the 2 arrows, and then.
Oh, what a mark! That's
That's
actually kind of cool.
Complete the specky. So
The
a bit more
speckies are going to be
skill-based,
better
a
in
bit more
this game.
challenging. Should hopefully see less specky spam, which can only be a good thing. Jostling. You can jostle in a marking contest by pressing X on.
It was
Xbox
too
or
easy in
square
AFL
for
Evo 2 to take a
PlayStation.
specky.
Now this doesn't always activate. This is mainly dependent on being in a one-on-one contest.
Yeah, that was a
so if you push it, it doesn't work.
beautiful
It's not
mark.
that it's broken. It's just that it's always a little bit circumstantial and works in certain environments better than others. So you can do it. Yeah, you'll see in the contested marking situation where you can actually outbody your opponent to pretty much get a clear run at an uncontested mark, which is obviously very, very helpful.
It's
And
just, it was
again,
unrealistic,
player
Josh.
stats are going to play a role in this as well in terms of what their attributes are like. So you can see I shoved him off to the side, taking the mark, which was good. It's a bit of a timing thing as well, so you've got to wait till that circle closes in. Stand. They're telling us to stand. The stand rule is in the game, by the way. I just thought I would flag that very early. The stand rule is in the game. So jostling.
this is just
and
jostling and
pushing and
marking,
fighting for position
right?
Mark contest is now a real thing, which is good.
Is there not a
Do like an
spoil?
addition.
Surely
Again,
there's a
it's all about
spoil
balance. You want to make
tutorial.
sure that this isn't being spammed. So I'm sure they're going to keep an eye on this when it comes to online games, because you don't want a specky fest and you don't want just a complete jostle fest and pushing everyone out of the way. Might move my big head.
I
out
wonder
the
if
way
there's a
for this one
dangerous
so you can
tackle.
see
Yeah,
the
I
player running
I
at the
wonder.
ball carrier.
You missed
But,
the spoil one. Fuck off! I missed the spoil one.
So if you don't actually time the run and jump while doing the left trigger, back off. More skill. Doesn't always.
Where the
activate. This is
where?
something to get used to. Make sure. And obviously you can see the press. Oh, which is kind of cool. Normal kick. The next two that distance. So I needed.
Where did I miss it? I literally don't think I did.
To do it, I would assume. Wayward one is marking now.
How would I have missed it? I've been watching the whole video. How the fuck did I miss that?
So it's still very much all about timing and positioning, but just a bit more of a different visual. Perform 3 spoils. Spoiling, same as.
How the
23
fuck
with
did
the
I
right
miss that?
analog stick. Again, you've got to make sure you time it because there's obviously the marking.
Clearly, I
the
just
specking,
didn't
there's all
see
kinds of
it.
stuff. So
Just wasn't even
you can see that
paying
spoil
attention.
actually dropped straight at our feet. It didn't actually clear any distance because it was a bit span, which would be.
Wonder if there's high tackles and pushing the back and injury. So, everyone's pissed off with all these dangerous tackles in the AFL, but I actually want them to add it in AFL 23. Just make it more interesting.
Which can only be a good thing. Jostling. You can jostle in a marking contest by pressing X on Xbox.
We already watched this bit.
In the mark, which was good. It's a bit of a timing thing as well, so you've got to wait till that circle closes in. Stand. They're telling us to stand. The stand rule is in the game, by the way. I just thought I would flag that.
There is high and there's even trip free kicks.
So jostling and pushing and fighting for position in mark contest is now a real thing.
To be completely honest, I don't know enough of the Rioli
competition.
situation
Again,
to
it's all
talk
about
about it.
balance. You want to make sure that this isn't being
But
spammed.
it seems
so I'm
like
sure they're going to keep
it's
an
not
eye
a
on
good
this when it comes to
situation.
online games, because you don't want a specky fest and you don't want just a complete jostle
We-
fest and pushing
what
it
part
out
did
the
we
way.
not-
Ball if you are controlling the player being.
What's this
Then he
tackling?
laid the tackle. Player got his arms up, so you can obviously get rid of the handball if you are controlling the player being tackled.
Uh,
So it's, I think
you can already tell I'm getting tired. Like, this has been a week where I've been not getting heaps of sleep for obvious reasons. So I think after this, I might end the stream. I'll see.
two different. It looked like it was two different animations, and then one where he's trying to barge through. So tackling, same buttons, same mechanism.
They've got to fix it from
make sure
last
they've
time,
got a
though.
sprint. Perform 3 evades. If you want to see something very comical, you're about to witness me not understand how to evade because I was talking while reading while not concentrating, and I think I stuffed up the first 3 or 4. But use the right analog stick to evade the incoming tackler.
There's a
Move
cutscene
to
to
left
yeah,
to
that's what
perform
Bud
an
said, I
evasive
think.
Maneuver. So you things like your don't argues and stuff like that. Does work well when you understand what you're doing, unlike what I did the first few times. Here we go. Watch me botch this one. Get tackled, bang, straight on the ball. Anyway, I do end up getting a couple right here, but you can see some good tackle animations there as well, so I'm probably showing something else, which is good. I did try fend off a little bit too early there, and then I think I start to realise what I have to try and do. So I fended off and was able to get
How do
by.
you
So
fend
using
off?
The right analog stick, good stiff arm to the chest there, put him to the ground, and was able to play on. Held the ball out, tried to balk him way too early there. So a few different animations I've got wrapped up.
Yeah,
again.
that's what I'm
If
saying.
you're
There's
playing
no
against me
point staying
online,
up till
please don't
4 in the
tackle me
morning
because
tonight
you're
just for the
probably gonna
sake of
bring
it
me
when I've got
around.
a
But
lot of
yeah,
this
pretty
I want
cool,
to
the
play
evasive
tomorrow.
Stuff.
Sporty
I
Dos,
think we'll have a bit of fun with
I
that.
heard
Someone
bumping
like
is in the
Justin
game.
Martin should be a lead of that because again, the fending off stuff is all about your stats too.
Is back in the
Bumps,
game. Well, he's saying it
side-by-side
wasn't in
bumps.
the
Before
last
bump,
game. I
I
don't
went
remember. Well,
towards the
speaking of
opponent
bump,
pressing
this is bump. I don't remember much of bumping in AFL 23, do I?
So X or square if you're on PlayStation does the bumping. So that's going to help clear time and space between the person chasing the play with the ball and things like that. So jostling to the contest was able to shove him out the way. There's
Why
no ball.
wouldn't there have
There's a
been
ball
bumping
cut
though?
in the Amy
It's
symbol,
good that it's back.
as soon as you lay the bump, it kind of triggers the tutorial. So you can see there's a couple of different.
No, I'm
animations
genuinely
there.
pretty
Again, you
excited.
can
Like,
give away free kicks by doing
there's
this
there's
as well.
very few things that I've seen from these videos and comments and all that I'm concerned about. I'm being honest. It looks like this game is genuinely playable.
For the purpose of the tutorial, I don't think it honors a free.
How late did you stay up? Because like, what I might actually do, I might go through, because I said I was going to talk about something after this that's not related to AFL 26, so I might do it after this now, after this part.
Kick because there's no umpire, but just so you know, in the game that may happen. Protective bump, so you can actually protect the man who's got the ball by laying a shepherd, which is something we don't see enough of in AFL football because the players are scared to do it. But as you can see, I was able to shepherd and block the guy.
Shepherding,
who
I
didn't
don't
have
think
the
that was a
ball.
thing in the AFL
Well,
23
I didn't
either.
protect him very well there. In fact, I think he gets run down. It's all about timing and making sure you've got the right body position to be able to execute the bump. And again, that's just X or square. But bumping, as per the trailer, like we saw with Bailey Smith, is there. And I've missed a couple of bumps there, which hasn't helped.
Might do a YVM coach career mode soon.
And you can see it puts him off
AFL
balance, slows
YouTubers.
him down, so your teammate with the ball can get away.
Because I tried an AFL 23, but it was always going to be shit.
Perform 3 tap hit outs. Nothing really different at all with the ruck tapping hit out. I do want to say straight away that don't all get up.
We've got to make YVM again in AFL 26. Like, properly try, get all the creators, get a big 50-man creator squad and do a twos. I actually would start up another stream for that soon because we tried it in AFL 23 and it was just I didn't finish. Yeah, DOS. I actually saw that in, I think it was either Caden's or Bud's, for someone's video. I did see you can tag, which is cool initiative.
up in arms about the midfielders in this video not being on the move. The
G'day,
purpose
Ben.
of this video has nothing to do with the midfielders, so they are stationary and are there for looks only. This is all about the two ruckmen and being able to tap
I
the
can't
ball.
lie, I'm
So
actually
don't
really
freak out when
tired,
the
so I'm certainly not
midfielders
going to
aren't
whip up
moving.
the
It's nothing to do
PlayStation
with
now.
them.
It's too
It's all
late.
about your ruck tapping, which is the right analog stick, as it was last year, with the timing of the ball, of course, as the circle
getting
closes
tired.
in. And it's obviously going to depend a bit on the ruckman you're using as well and their height and their ruck skills. I always feel at a disadvantage because I play as Richmond and Ankervis isn't a tall
The
ruckman.
tagging won't work, watch.
Diaz
Well, you're
over
just
punch
saying
on
that,
forward.
though.
Little did I know there was
You know, this
actually
is
a
ruck
punching forward
work. I think it's
tutorial
similar to
straight after
last
this.
game.
But yeah, ruck contests are definitely winnable, are definitely fine. And like I said, don't worry about the midfielders not moving here. It's not what it was designed for. Performing a punch hit out, hold left trigger and use the right analog stick, exactly the same as what we were
Half the
using
stuff that
last
I
time
said in this video, I'm going to
AFL
forget
23.
before tomorrow. Technically today, because it's technically
Big punch
Thursday
forward
now.
there. Love to see
Which
it.
means, technically, tomorrow the Saints play on a Friday night at the MCG. That doesn't feel like I should be saying that.
And bang, punches it forward. So that is the ruck punch, if you want to call it that. Very handy trick. So there are all the basic tutorials. Now, I did click over across to the advanced tutorials. Like I said, I didn't actually do these ones because of time. But you can see there you can do a banana tutorial, a snap tutorial,
So there are more.
torpedo tutorial.
That's good. That's actually really cool. Yeah, I no complaints with that at all. So hopefully tomorrow is going to be fun. AFL 26 will be good. Get a video out as soon as I can. Stream it. Game's fun. People buy it. Get to play people. Hybrid small. There is a chance I'm playing this week for Wattle Park. I'm not sure yet. I'll need to figure out tomorrow. But everyone has been asking me, when am I going to play for Wattle Park? And I've been obviously wanting to play. So I'll let you guys know. You guys probably figure out on Instagram if it ends up happening this week. It just matters on certain. There are a few things like selection as well. What else was I going to say? Do I bother making like a scoreboard for the Collingwood v Freo game tomorrow and put on the stream, or is it just not worth it? Is it not worth it? I'm not sure. Because if I do that, I might as well just do it like literally right now. Quickly just do it right now so I don't forget about it. And then if we do that, why don't we do some more goal songs? We do goal songs. Might as well do goal songs. Because it's going to be an AFL 26 / live reaction, but more AFL 26 because it's the first day of release. I want good ones. Like Venga Boys was... Sammy's suggestion for Venga Boys might have been the greatest suggestion. 9 in the morning. So I'll probably get up at 8:30 or something, grab breakfast so I don't, have to worry about that whilst the game's out already. But then I'm going to have to fucking download the game, which sucks. Worst case scenario, I'm going to have to go to JB Hi-Fi. For some reason, the App Store doesn't work. And absolute worst case scenario is I'll have to go to get a PS5, which I'll be able to afford. I just don't really want to get one. You're getting on Steam? Yeah, that's fair. Alright, we'll save that. I'm not going to make any more graphics for the stream. I'm just going to have that like top left or bottom left or something like that. I'll see you guys all tomorrow for AFL 26. Friday, Saints play Carlton. Not sure, there won't be a video on the Friday. No, Saturday I'll probably release that vlog. Saturday as well, I don't know if I'll be playing footy. If I am, I'm not sure. But if I am, I'll definitely do a vlog on that. Actually, first game of footy in 6 years, and then Sunday I'm going to Hobart. And then I'm going to Hobart from Sunday to Monday, and then on Tuesday I'm going to Darwin. So I'm traveling all around the country. Literally, never been to Hobart, never been to Darwin. So yeah, I'll see you all soon in the next stream / video. I'm gonna get some sleep before tomorrow.